Alright, cool. Sound. Alright, sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's check some stuff. As always, pre-flight checks. And then we'll move into what we need to do today. It's not raining, but I've got my window open, so you can probably hear a lot of noise from the road. It's nice to get some cold air in here, though. Right, okay, so let's go Opera. Opera window. Let's pull that over here. And let's go on Twitch and YouTube and make sure the titles are there. Make sure we're streaming actually as well. Let's close out that window. My page is there. Go Charles. I've got the headset on now. Page is there. Go Charles. Yeah, I can hear that. It's good. There's a knock thing. What's that do? You cannot call in to join your own stream. What is that? Okay, new feature. Interesting. Dashboard. That's what we want. I'm sure we can probably do it through OBS, but I know how to do it this way, so I'm going to do it this way. Manage stream. I don't know how to do it here. Invite guests. Other things. What's going on? Create dashboard. I don't know what all that is. Analytics highlights. Wow. It's like they're actually trying to show you information that helps. What's this? This is the actual channel. Okay. Let's go back to dashboard. It's normally there. I just don't see. They just moved it around to annoy everybody. Okay. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Insights for you. Did you know 77% of your viewers also watch Fallout 76? If you also like it, try it out on stream. Ooh, what's that? Never heard of it before. Let viewers post your clips. Let viewers post clips of your channel directly to TikTok and YouTube to promote you. We auto hashtag your name in their posts. Yeah, but then they'll just auto delete them. I don't know. Maybe. Check your progress to partner. Do. You're live, it says. Stream manager. Okay, let's have a look here. So it's got chat, it's got activity feed, it's got stream preview. Edit stream info. There we go, got there in the end. There we go, we'll do that. And we'll go and call it just chatting. Because that's what it is. Done. That should update on Twitch. It says live but unstable. That's the channel on the streamer, right? It says average stream bitrate too high. All right. Well, if it functions, and it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, so I think that's Twitch setup. Let's go to YouTube now and make sure that's right. YouTube.com. Yeah, I'm there. My channel's over here. View your channel. And then at the top it'll say, yeah, what I'm doing. So let's go into that one now and make sure. And that's cool. Right, it says edit video, so hopefully that's nice and straightforward. Click on that. And yeah, here it is. Just hanging out, setting up the studio. We go hit save on that. And that should be YouTube set up, ready to go. Okay. Now there's two chats to monitor. So I'm thinking I've got a third monitor, speaking of monitors and monitoring. It would be perfect to have I've actually got a fourth monitor as well. There's 2 monitors behind me. You can't see that because the ISO on the camera is so high, but we haven't set that up yet. So that's part of today's stream. The room is basically as it was left last week. I've tinkered with the GoPro because it stopped working last week, and we'll have more information on that a bit later. But yeah. So if I click on my video now, go to the actual link for it. The hell was that? A leaf. A leaf blew in. A very tiny leaf, but a leaf blew into my house. Excellent. Yeah, so I can pop. Can I pop out chat here? Yes, I can. So that's that. I can shut that down then, and that one, and then this one is that button there. So although I've got Twitch chat next to my stream, so that shouldn't be an issue. It'd be great if I could have like both, but I don't know if so I don't need the Twitch chat open there, but I've got YouTube open there in case anyone chats. It's a smaller channel on YouTube, so I understand if it's a bit quiet. Okay, good. Announcements. That's me going live in the whitest room you've ever seen. BTV videos will be the same, and general chat is up to date. Good. That's Discord sorted. Right, I think we need some more lighting, don't you? No. Okay, so on to today's content, I guess. We're going to be working a little bit more on the studio, pulling it all together, getting the angles better, getting the lighting better. I've got the light set up now. Last week it was you won't be able to see it because of the ISO. Yep, literally no change whatsoever because of the light needs to connect via Wi-Fi, and then when it's searching for Wi-Fi, it disconnects your current Wi-Fi. So yeah, it was a bit of a rigmarole, but I do believe I got it sorted through my MacBook. So if you're having problems with those and you don't have a native device that's just straightforward setting it up, then yeah, it can be a bit of a pain. But we got that set up in the end. I'd like for my Stream Deck to auto load when I load my computer. Hasn't yet. I've had to manually do it. But it means that we can hotkey to scenes. Like, for example, we're supposed to be going to the merch scene right now. But I don't think I have one anymore. That's a merch advert. I'm not sure. Let's see if some of these work. Game scene? Hey, so that works. Oh, and there's a merch advert, look. So it does work. Okay, so some of these stuff does work, but I do want to clear a lot of it out, because we're kind of doing a reset. I want to say it's like a respawn, but we're taking the knowledge from our first spawn with us. So hopefully it won't just be like, starting from absolute scratch. It's starting from around about 4K following on Twitch. So we've got a good starting point. Speakers?
Speakers.
Speakers, that still does that. Okay. So I think the first thing is we get this camera here looking good in terms of the ISO, and then we go shopping to find some bulbs similar to this one. Yeah, so you can't use it. Similar to this one, where you still can't see it. Let's get the lighting sorted there first, and then we also have this mystery package to open, which again you cannot see because it's so bright in here. So that's an issue. Let's get that sorted. We'll get the angle sorted on it as well. Make sure it's a good little angle for our corner of the world. Right, shouldn't be too difficult. This. He says, this cable on the side of my camera is actually acting up a bit, so yeah, it's not ideal. Right, so we're at 12,800. It is daytime, so factor that in. Ideally, I want that wall to not be glary, because you see how it's so clean and white. So this area here, if you start boosting the ISO, we'll start to be horrible. I think that might be a good little middle ground. Not too bad. It looks still quite pasty and pale. Spoiler alert, I'm pasty and pale. Let's keep going, let's see. We start at the very bottom and work our way up. Right, so realistically, this window will be shut. cutting out the sound, see if that changes any lighting issues. No. And it's daytime streaming. Okay. Oh, it cycles round, I see. It starts from the bottom, there we go. Okay, so that's too dark, isn't it? How did it get darker? That's great. Oh, it went to auto, I see. Let's see what auto does, actually. Let's see where auto puts it. It doesn't. Okay, great. We need to set it on auto first. And then we come into the shot. And it all changes. Yeah. A little bit. Not fun. So we can introduce the key light and it might help us a bit better. What's that? That's 640. Let's leave it at 640 for now. We can always change it later if we hate it. Okay, I'm a bit low, so I need to change the angle still. But yeah. So that's 640 ISO. It looks like I've got plenty of colour in my complexion at this number, which I don't hate it, but the red on the hat's really red. The red on the cups, really red, but it's casting shadows and it shouldn't really. So I'd say it's probably a little bit too dark. Oh, we do have a LUT as well. That gives us a little bit of vignette. Okay. We need to crop the angle to get rid of the cable management as well at the back. We need to lower the camera as well so it's not casting as much of a shadow. Maybe even lower the lighting. We'll have to have a look at that. Oh, right. Okay, so that's brightness. I see. That's as bright as that light goes. Well, it is daytime. We don't need that light on at all. It's not doing anything for us. Yeah, so the peak of the hat is basically stopping all the light from doing its job. And then the camera's too high as well. So when we start bringing them down, we'll get a much better shot. And then we can figure out the crop if we need a crop. So, yeah. Right, we've got our Volvic. We've got a couple of beers in the fridge for emergencies, I guess. In the meantime, let's try and find some of these. So these are the little lights that go in the wall lights. I took one out yesterday because I wanted to get them replaced with RGB. So it'd be a good idea to do that. Just don't know where to go to get them. I don't know what size this screw cap is. Looks like it's got 4 ridges on it. I'm going to bring the camera down first. Because it's too high. I don't know if I need to bring it down like this, or if I just need to change the angle. You know what, we'll do a little both. We'll do... We'll do that. And then this is a bit where it might disconnect. Part is getting it in position and then not having the free hand to actually tighten the fucking screw. So we're looking at that starting point. For the OCD in the room, it's to get rid of this level. So it's, you know, I don't want it coming in at an angle. So I don't want it coming in like that, but a bit higher obviously. And the cable management at the back's hidden now, so that's quite nice. when I'm sitting down, I'm centered. So that's good. That's appreciated. I like that. That light, not sure on that. If we turn it off, yeah. So it is doing a job. A lot of the sort of here, you can't see at all because of it's a ceiling light. So if the key light is in the same angle as the ceiling light, it makes it pointless, doesn't it? Makes it redundant. So if I bring that down, turn it flat, so it's right in my face, then it might be a bit better. It'll certainly brighten my face up. Not in a sort of cheer up you get kind of way, but in a useful way. So there's certainly space for it. I'm just wondering how I would do that. All right. Is that enough? So if I'm sitting here, bosh. Fucking hell, it's bright. It doesn't need to be that bright. I can turn it down a bit. It doesn't have to be on full whack. So let's take some of the sting out of it. Because what we can do is maybe do about 50% so it's not too bright on my face, but then change the ISO a little bit more to compensate. So it's not too bright, but it's all right. I think we're sort of getting there with our levels here on brightness. And then that, it is making an impact there, isn't it? The shading here is disappearing a bit. The top half of my face is getting clearer. Parts of my neck, I suppose, but I'm not really fussed about that. Yeah, okay. So I think ISO changes one more on that. It's a pain in the ass to get out of this chair. 640 up to 800. That'll be all right. And that gives us pretty much not a washed out look. And it's pretty tidy. So, yeah. I'm surprised you can't see what's on my screen. Oh, you kind of can. If I put my hand here, you might be able to see it on my actual monitor. So you'll see it sort of here. You can just about see what's on there. Yeah. Okay, right. Good. So that's the camera setup. The mic setup from last stream and from the last place as well. So I haven't changed any of the settings on that yet. I might do. I don't know. Anyway, better get small. So there we go. You set the camera up like that, yeah. You know, all big and that, and then right, all the settings are good. Let's put it where it needs to be, and then just put it right the way in the corner like that. Excellent stuff. Web browser. That's on Twitch chat at the moment, isn't it? So let's have a look. New window. Yes. And that's there, is it? Okay. And then we need to switch to that one there. And there we go. Right, okay, now we've got the web browser up, I can actually resize the camera again. That's why I was doing that. Alrighty. Is that snapping to the center? I don't think it is. Can we have it snapping into the center, please? Accessibility? No. Hotkeys. General. Source alignment. Snap sources to edge of screen, to other sources, and to horizontal and vertical center. What is on? Is that snapping to the center? Yeah, isn't it? Okay. Cool. Well, that's there then. Right, so I need some light bulbs. How do I do this then? Morrison's. dimmable. Some of it's smudged off, so that's not great. 50 hertz. 2700K. I think that's the lumens, so that's the brightness of it. So we need to be a lot higher than that, I think. So it looks like this one. It's not, but it looks like it. Morrison's. Is it this one? No, it says 470 lumens. That's really light. Not light, sorry. I think it's this one. They might change how they make it, actually. That says E14. Does that make this an E14? Oh, God. It doesn't say anywhere on it, E number. I reckon it is that, 470 lumens in a sphere. That's not good. But it does say 2700K, so maybe it is that. I want to go a lot higher with lumens, because what we're going to do is we're going to get some RGB lights, put them in, and hopefully they do some cool shit when we switch our camera over to this one, because then you'll be able to see the lights. So I want RGBs in them too. So yeah, that's what we're looking at the moment. Not a bad little camera, that one. To say what it's doing, and you know how we've not even really set it up, it's not bad. Doing quite a job. It is our wide shot though, so it's for us when we're standing up. But hey, there we go. Chuck it down there. Wow, it's quite bright. Quite good. And that one's doing that. So we've got two angles for not much reason at the moment. Right. I will switch to this one though, so you can see the screen. Sorry about rejecting cookies. You know what? It makes more sense if I did this and then just change the size of this one. Or if I brought that to the top. I'll take the camera to the bottom. Can we do that? Let's check that here. Oh, okay, so it's underneath that as well. Weird. Let's get rid of that scene. And there we go. We'll rock that for now, I suppose. Yeah, it'll be a bit scuffed, but it's okay. And it's pretty good because when I'm looking at my web browser, it looks like I'm looking at my web browser. So that's quite interesting. So I don't want to break this one, so I should stop touching it. 470 lumens. Okay, so light bulb lumens. That's basically the brightness, right? It's not just to bring me the Horizon song. So we're obviously looking at LED, right? Because you look at LED and wattage is not brightness with LEDs. It is with the old style. I looked this up yesterday. But for the LEDs, you don't want higher voltage, higher wattage, sorry, because that just basically means how much power it uses. So yeah, it's not lumens equals wattage, apparently. It looks like it is there, but it isn't. If you get a 40 watt bulb, you're not going to get like 10 times the amount of a fucking 6 watt bulb. It just doesn't work that way. So, how many lumens do I need? That's a good point. So look, you got the old incandescent stuff. 40. Look at that. Look at the numbers there. 100 watts for 1300 plus brightness, but 18 watts for LED does the equivalent. So, yeah, it's not just about the wattage, because 18 watts here is lower than a lot of these halogens, at least. So, yeah, I think the higher the watts, it's more like the more heat that comes off it, if you really think about it. Okay, is 800 lumens good for a light bulb? It outputs basically the same amount of light as a 60 watt bulb. That doesn't help. It's 2000 lumens too bright. Number of lumens can be that can be considered a bright light depends on the intended use. A lumen output of 1,000 to 2,000 lumens can be considered a bright light for most indoor lighting applications, such as living room, bedrooms, or kitchens. Right, okay. 1,200 too bright. This is an extremely bright level of light. But we've just read here, it can be considered a bright light. And now we're reading that it's just extremely bright. So it's like, that's for high-speed cycling. Well, it's for use in very dark off-road conditions. It's opinion, isn't it? So I have to take in consideration the space that we're going to be using, but I also need to sort of get a visual on how bright lumens can get, I guess. So lumens. Oh wow, Bring Me didn't come up. I'm surprised. Um, 1,000 lumens versus 100 lumens. Okay, let's do that. That's 100 lumens. Okay, cool. Like it. Good stuff. And that's 1,000 lumens. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was going to say, you need to set it at the same. Right. That's good, wasn't it? So that's taught us that 1,000's more than 100. Wow. Excellent stuff. But still good to visualize stuff. This Chinese flashlight, what? 500,000 lumen flashlight on a car. It was bright. How much light is required in a room? That first scene was good, wasn't it? Where it's just a woman going, look at that. There we go. I made content. No. Right. Square feet of room times 20 lumens. Gives you what you need. 2,000 lumens to do the room. Wait, so how did you get 2,600? Wait, hang on. Hold on. Hang on. Anna.
Lumen is a unit of measurement indicating the visible output of a light source.
Wow, this is very cultured.
Whereas watt is a measurement of how much electricity a bulb consumes. Each type of light source has a different lumen per watt ratio. So you multiply the square feet of a room area by
Multiply the square foot of the room area by 20.
20 lumen. For example, if I have a bedroom of about 10 feet by 10 feet.
Yeah. So that's 10 and 10.
That's 100 square feet of a space.
So you got 110 square feet. And you said times it by 20. 100 times by 20. Quick math. Let's just make sure it's right. 100 times by 20 gives you 2,000. Okay.
Multiplied by 20 lumens. That is 2,000 lumens.
That's 2,000 lumens. Right. Cool. Quick math. We did it. 2,000 lumens, right? That's what we need.
So either I can put a single fixture of 24 watts or 2,600 lumens.
Why would you put in 2,600 lumens? Can you not get 2,000 lumens? Do you have to get 16 or 26? Is that what we're saying? So the room's too bright. Or you make the room too bright, but then you use a dimmer switch. Probably.
Or I can divide by putting 4 concealed light LEDs of 450 lumens or 6 watts each.
So you have to use that table, yeah? Can I get a 2,000 lumen bulb? Well, they've got 2,500, so they have some that change. Oh, look, there's 2001 rare. Rare. Where'd it go? Ooh, look at these. Fancy. What's that? What's that? The hell? So size of the room times by 20. Right, okay. Thanks for that. So this room's about ye big, so times that by 20. Okay, I need to get the right screw cap. There's no information on there about it being a screw cap. It's dimmable, but I don't have a dimmer. So, pointless bulb. Right, RGB light bulb, screw in. What's this one? The first one. £14. Some videos we got. Top 4 smart tunable white light bulbs. I've also got to remember the size and shape of this, because if we go for a nice wide bulb, it might not fit in the housing, so that might be a problem. What are these? I'm not gonna lie, these look like they could be doing the job. I know they look like they're really fat bases, but you just can't tell, can you? How am I supposed to tell? Does it say? They don't look bright at all on that, although there's pictures. Lumens 470. No. Cap E27. Light bulb E numbers. Yeah. Let's have a look. Aha! So, it's the cap dimensions. You've got 9.3, 11.5, 13.5. Now, if I'm eyeballing this, I'm saying, I'm not sure. When you shop for bulbs online and compare a product image on the computer screen to the old bulb that you have in your hand, I'm literally doing that. It's hard to tell if the screw or bayonet cap size is correct. This is especially challenging with small screw caps where there are only a few millimeters of difference between sizes. But don't worry, once you understand what the cap types mean, and with the help of the trusted tape measure or ruler, you can be confident that you'll order the right bulb every time. What if you've got nothing to measure it with? Browsing the online shop, you'll need to look at the product spec for the code used to describe the bulb's cap. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to do, but I've got limited information. The E stands for Edison screw. All right. E10 screws into a 10 millimeter diameter holder. E14 goes into a 14 mil, and so on. Right. So you've got the 10, the 12, the 14, the 27. So we can rule out 27. There's no way that's 26 millimeters. Is it 9.3 or is it 11.5 that? It'd be nice if there was a visual identifier. You know? In fact, it'd be more than nice. It would be fucking amazing. The E14. So I know that if I go and get a tape measure and measure this, I'm still not going to be convinced that I'll get the right size, because there are grooves on it, you know? So, like, measuring is just going to be a pain. But we know what the E number is all about now, which is good. It's just there's no E number on the bulb, which doesn't help at all. Some of it smudged off, but I still can't tell. If I grab the other one, that might be able to have... I doubt it's got information. It might be a different bulb. It might not be, but it might be. So we'll see. Right, let's have a look. Looks like the same bulb. And then worst comes to it, we can see what the housing looks like, I guess. Okay, so all the writing's on this one at least, but there's no E number. There should be an E number engraved in like the metal part or something. It's just not. Some writing there. Oh my god, what does that say? It says E14, but it's on the actual metal, not the screw that the bulb goes in. So it might not be accurate. 14 mil. Is that 14 mil? Oh god, not good angle now. It says colours item WL 14038. One maximum 20 or 20 watt E14. Especially made in China for B&Q. But like I say, that's on the housing of the light, not the actual fitting that the bulb goes in. Quite a bit of space, so we might be able to get away with putting a regular bulb in there actually. Shape-wise, not anything different. Let's see if this one says the same. Yeah, it does. And it says maximum 28 watt E14, but that's maximum, so it'll be smaller that goes in there. You don't put every bulb that's compatible on there, do you? So no numbered bulb, yeah. How you doing, Tea Leaf? How's it going? I'm trying to find a good bulb. E14 light bulb. Let's have a look. I mean, it does look like one of those, to be fair. I reckon it is an E14 then. Oh, it looks like it's literally this one here. No, it doesn't. It's only got 2 bars of yellow. Okay, let's just go with it. Let's say it's an E14. 2700K. I want brighter than that. And it's got to be RGB. I forgot. Yeah. It says E14 on it. We'll go E14. We'll stick with E14. I thought it was going to be smaller than that. That's what she said. Okay, how do we do lumens? Color, temperature. Bulb shape, size. Huh? What are you talking about? Bulb shape, size. What the fuck does that mean? There's all these different sizes. Back to the drawing board. RGB. 1000 lumens. 1000 lumens. Have I just put that into Amazon? No, I haven't. Good. There we go. Go straight back to Amazon to see the list again of what we were just looking at. Great. Oh, wow. Look at these ones. Corn LED. Daylight. Whoa. Master of the night light. Whoa. Here we go. Smart bulbs. Yes. Well, what's smart about them? We've got these Philips Whiz E14 Color Smart LED Wi-Fi candle bulbs, pack of 2, £23, price runner, £15 in Argos. Really? I mean, the power output is horrible on these things. How can they be so bad? How can they be that bad? Efficiency, F. Big F. How's it that bad? I don't understand how it can be that bad. That is crazy. It's an LED light. How is it so shit then? Full color smart LED. How many lumens you got? Download the Whiz app and away you go. It's Alexa compatible. Alexa, play the theme tune to Titanic. I don't have Alexa, so if you do and she can hear me, then away she goes. I don't understand how it's just that bad. I really don't. It's only 470 lumens as well, so it's not doing a job. I mean, there's going to be 2 of them, but I'd rather them be brighter on their own. Because then I can always turn them down, you see? You see? Coffee. Hopefully it doesn't still say that I'm streaming Fallout 76 Level Devil for a bit. I did update that, so hopefully it's alright. Right. Look at that. It's got jazz on it. Jazz. Jazzy bits. What the hell are they? Brightwish E14 color changing LED light bulb. Look at them. They look heinous. Random. Effortless control with remote means you can dance with a child. Random. You can get some really small people in your house. They've been photoshopped in to be small. They're not even that. Like they're barely taller than the couch. You can sleep with them on as well. All right. $10 dimmable, 100 halogen. That's the top product. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. These could be the ones, you know. But they're not going to be... No, they're not RGB. I want RGB. I want to change the colours. Because if you change colour on one and then the other, you get a nice blend in the middle. It'd be quite nice. And then you can set up strobes and stuff and just yeah, it'd be very cool. Okay, E14. Thousand lumen RGB. I doubt we're going to get RGB on here. Rugaba. I mean, color changing is what we want, but that'll come into 2 categories. It'll come into color temperature changing, and it'll come into RGB. So I don't know if it's worth using that one. Lumens, yes, big lumens. Big lumens. Over 500 at least. which rules out the 470s, which is good. Pack of 2 would be great. 3 to 6 means we'd have spares. We could just buy spares if we need them. So let's go pack of 2. No, a pack of up to 2. Right, okay. This is a pain because it'll go like, yeah, £9 for 1. It's like, well, if I get a pack of 4, it might be £9. Go 3 to 6. £20. Right. So we're not seeing. That's a very loud car outside. So yeah, we're not getting over 1,000 lumens on brightness. So I think that's our limit really. Color changing 5-watt LED bulbs with remotes. £20 E on the energy side of things. That's really surprising how bad they are then. £600 lumens. Okay. What's this one? Looks like they don't change colour, those. So I'll leave those. 600 lumens again. Alright, let's just pick these ones out. I'll take a look at that one. And we'll take a look at that one. 86, no. Not touching 86 quid. Ooh, 892 lumens. 5-piece, 43 quid. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see. We've got lumens. Where are the lumens? I typed in lumen and it says there. So 560. Okay. It doesn't even show it on this page. That's surprising. It offers 12 kinds of static colors and 2 dynamic modes. All right. Do you have a chandelier with all red lights on? I don't think I would. Yeah, it's not actually saying anything about lumens here. Let's see if it searches for LM. It says 1 of 7. Where are we looking? Oh, it's down there. Right, so if this one's not saying lumens anywhere, then it can go away. Not interested in that. We need to know how bright it is. Hey, look, a voucher price. You save some money off. If you save that much, I'll be well happy. Okay, lumen output. Here we go. See how good that is. The 900s is that's kind of I love the bright as fuck, isn't it? But that's a bayonet, so we can't use that. Stab twist. That's how you put that in. And you've got to say stab twist as you do it. So that's ruling that one out and that one. So we've got these 3. We'll rule that one out because it's an E27, so it won't fit. So these 2. And we've got 900 and 500. So this one here could be the winner. It looks weird as hell. Currently unavailable. Yay! The one we won is unavailable. Yay! I mean, the fitting on that looks a bit weird anyway. So that leaves us with 1. And it was this one. And is that the one that we're looking at right now anyway? 500 lumens. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's there. From this list. It's called a candle bulb. Is that just the shape of it? I reckon it is. Because that one's a candle bulb as well. That's a smart bulb. So there you go. Damn, I'm old. Oh, right, nice. Not logged into Twitch in at least about a year. Fair play. You probably have to do that whole two-factor stuff, I guess. Things just look different around here. It is unusual. All right. Anyway, weekend, and how the conversation that I always throw at everybody at the weekend, if I know they like football, is who have you got this weekend? And I know people now who support like Huddersfield Town because we're near Huddersfield, Man City, just anyone really. So you and you support Accrington fucking Stanley, and it's just interesting because that conversation sparks like how the leagues are going. So it's quite good. You got Fleetwood and you're winning. You're winning. You've got an early kickoff. That's weird. I didn't know they did early kickoffs in that division. Well, let's have a look at the others. Oh yeah, there's no early in the Premier League, is there? Let's have a scroll. Yeah, there we are. You're not bullshitting. It's right there. Well done. For now, it's only 17 in. Keep it going. Away from home. Always difficult on the road. Fleetwood Mac. They often have reunions and come back in the second half. I don't know. What about. Hey, Billbot Homho. The fucking hell, what is it? Billbot Chompo. Billbot Champions League, I think it was. I think it's something like that. How's it going? Billbot Hompo, there. Billbot Hompo, that's it. Billbot Champions League. I can't remember. Something like that, wasn't it? Since when do I bullshit? I don't know. The Hompions. Yes. The Hompions League. There you go. That's just for you and anyone else who can hear it. Sorry. We're looking at light bulbs today because it's so exciting. What an exciting day. We're looking at light bulbs. Yes, they're good. Coventry are demolishing Watford. They're destroying them. It's 75-0. Can you believe that? Well, you shouldn't, because it's bollocks. How are we all? Well, I'm doing all right. I've got this light bulb here, yeah, and it works, but I still want to replace it. So the theme of the stream so far is setting up the camera, making sure the ISO's good. Yes, I'm pointing at a camera that isn't the one that you're looking through. That's because we've got the screen up with the thing on it. Web browser gone. Yeah, so this is the camera that we've been setting up. It's nice and small because of reasons. Because well, I'll be honest, it was like this big earlier, and it was like, yeah, it's fine. Hey, look, I've got myself on my shoulder. It's like, what do you think, Tom? Well, I can't talk when you are because I am you, so it doesn't work. And then what about on the other shoulder? Fuck, it's that way. What do you think, Tom? Again, I only talk when you do because I'm you. So this only works if you've got a pre-roll that you can put. You've already recorded them, or B-roll. I think it's called B-roll. I think it only works when you've got B-roll, and then you can just put the clip on your shoulder. It doesn't work if you're live. That's fair. I agree. But yeah, I don't know what I'm about. But yeah, we set the lighting up on this one and changed the angle slightly so it cuts out some of the bits. So the cabling on the back of the computer is now not visible, and then the top edge of the computer, because it's not sort of parallel to the top of the camera, I've cut that out just so it's not fucking to the OCDers in the room. So yeah. And then we set up the light here, the key light, so it's nice and bright. So yeah. How's life been, man? It's been well. It's been all right. I've had mainly ups. A couple of downs, but mainly ups. And there's been a lot of ups. So that's good. We're up a lot. You know, then I support Man United, so it comes down a bit. And then I put bets on Man United to lose, and they win when they shouldn't. And it, you know, fucking hate Man United, fucking arseholes. Fucking hate Man United now. Fucking hate them. They're a bunch of shithouses. They'll go to Anfield and win, only to lose the next match. And then the next match and the next match. And then the pressure will be right back on them. And it'll be like, what was the fucking point? But yeah. We've got Leicester today. Who's we? Who's got Leicester? Who are Leicester playing? What division's that? Is that Wrexham? I don't know. Leicester. You're a Millwall fan. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. The Mrs. says hello. I don't think she's called a Mrs. until you're officially married, actually. So, actually, yes. But hello, hello, Mrs. Metalhead. Or Miss Metalhead. You best finish top 6 this year, otherwise I'm storming the den. Well, I think Sheffield United have absolutely flopped it, haven't they? They were so close last season, and then they just went, yeah, I don't want to try ever again. They're right down the bottom now. At least the women's team is competing for the league. You might as well say a different sport, mate. You might as well be saying, at least tennis is good. That's how much I give a fuck. If it isn't the other nerds, said Tea Leaf. They stole our centre-back. Who did? The women's team. Well, that's probably why they're doing well. It's not that, but yeah. So we're looking at light bulbs because I'm such a cool guy. And this is what cool guys look at. So, yeah. You can't see it, but it is there, so believe me. There's a helmet. What's that? Oh, it doesn't even show up. Okay. Web browser. There we go. We are looking at light bulbs. We are looking at light bulbs. I had an intrusive thought to put this in my mouth and just chew it and go, but I'm not doing that. It's not worth it. Because I can't afford a new light bulb. Oh, and it'll hurt my mouth and cut me open. I'm not doing it. The 5-piece. No, it's not these. They're too big. It's the E27, so we don't need them. Let's fuck them off. Right, what we got here? LED, color changing. Yeah, we see that. It's got an app. Nice. We've got a brand that we've never heard of called iGo-Star. Anybody heard of iGo-Star? iGo-Star. Anybody? No? Dust. Anybody? No? Dust. Anybody? No? Dust. No? Dust. Are you starting streaming again then, are you? Are you? Like the Grinch? The only sentence in my brain is, I've never seen the Grinch stream. But it might be that they stole our centre back, like the Grinch stole Christmas. That might have been the path there. But because I came to the conversation so late, I'm thinking the Grinch isn't a streamer. So, yeah. Never let the intrusive thoughts. You know what? I've been having some really, really bad intrusive thoughts. And I had to look this up to find out if it's normal and if other people have these. And apparently, chewing the light bulb like the Grinch. Oh, I didn't know the Grinch does. When I think of the Grinch, I think of stealing Christmas. I don't think of, that bloke who chews light bulbs. You know, I think of Dribbly Dave from down the road. He chews light bulbs. I made that up, but it sounds good. It's a good little improv, I guess. Yeah, so the intrusive thoughts that I've been having, right? I'll go into a meeting with my boss, and as we're just discussing things, in my head, I think the phrase, I could just punch him in the face now for no reason whatsoever. And I have to tell myself not to. I'm like, why am I thinking that? Why on earth am I thinking? Because that's the last thing I want to do. Like, I don't want to do that at all. I like my boss. I think he's fucking cool. He's got a really fast car and he snowboards and he's cool. He's on holiday now. He's gone to Croatia. He's fucked off to Croatia. He's fucked off to Vegas earlier in the year. He's mint. He's really cool. But yeah, it's just, I have this thing where I'm just sitting next to him like, and in here it's going, for no reason whatsoever, completely unprovoked, you could just punch him in the face right now. And I'm there just going, what the fuck are you thinking that for? And it's not my intention. Obviously, I should have done it. But there's been a few times with some people that I care about, and I'm just sitting next to them having a chat, and it's just like, huh? It's the worst thing to think. I don't want to be thinking that. I need to figure out a way to stop thinking that. But apparently it's normal. Apparently a lot of people think shit like that. I know that, like, when I was in high school, there was a bit where we were like, you're walking down the main road and you just say to your friend, you just go, you know, if I was to just step there, I'd be dead. If I just stepped there right now, when this truck's coming, I'd be dead. That's crazy, isn't it? But it's because we don't act on these things that makes us sane. If you did act on those things, then you'd be a fucking psychopath. So it's nice to have that barrier there between your intrusive thoughts and action. So, but yeah, yeah, I don't know. I did have to look it up because I did get a little bit worried. I was wondering, like, am I the only person who thinks like this? I could just whack him in the face right now. I don't want to. It's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to do that. But yeah, them intrusive thoughts are horrible. Right. Does the Grinch... Wow, that didn't work. Does the Grinch chew light bulbs? No, the Grinch does not chew light bulbs. This is a misconception that likely comes from a scene in a movie where he eats the glass bottle and lighting his breath with a blowtorch. He steals Christmas decorations, but the narrative does not include him consuming light bulbs. The Grinch's diet, while he famously hates Christmas, he's portrayed as having a love for food like roast beast, hoo hash, and apples, according to Facebook and some guy called Alex Danes. The glass bottle incident. In a specific scene, the Grinch eats the top of a glass bottle, which is made of breakaway resin to ensure it is safe. What the fuck is going on? I've thought about throwing someone through a window, but like, it's not like a fantasy where you're like, oh, I really just get out the window. It's not. Is it like that, or is it like, I really don't want to be? I don't want to do that. Why is that thought in my brain? It's yeah. Let's have a look at this Grinch fella.
Made it myself. Yeah, mine are homemade too. Come on! Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Right. I think we learned a lot today from that. Yeah, that was good. Well, is the G and the L silent? Is that where we're going with this? Well, he eats arse. The Grinch stole Christmas, eats arse. It's definitely one of those, I don't want to do that, but I could. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like, but I could. I'm not going to, and I don't want to. But physically, I'm in a position where I could do that. Huh. Google it. Get it up. Google it and get it up. Not in front of all these people. Jesus. Right. I did. I Googled it. He eats the top of a bottle. Yes. Does the Grinch eat arse? How the Grinch ate my arse. The Grinch hates Christmas, but can't resist the gift of ass. Well, I've clicked on it.
What's this now?
I'm not. We're not going any further with that. We're just not going any further. We are not going further on that one. We're just not. We're not doing that. In the movie, the Grinch, yeah, he eats a glass bottle. Let's see if we can actually find it somewhere. I don't want it explained to me. I just want to see the scene. But we'll have to find that and put it on Discord because the humor's died away from the thing. I think now. Yes, very good. We don't need 6 bulbs. They're the right size. We don't expect 27 quid on that. iGo Star. Does it say the brightness on these? 16 million colours to suit your mood. There's not 16. There's not 16 million colours. Let's be honest here. It's about 10 colours and different sort of brightnesses and combinations. It's not like there's 16 million. Right, pick out of these 16 million colours. It's just going to be that colour board there, and it's like yeah. You can't accurately pick 16 million colours. This is not going to work. Right, let's move on. Let's see. We've got the guy. Not gay. It's guy. Bluetooth mesh. Alrighty. 580 lumens. Not bad. Pack of 6 for 25.26. 600 lumens, a tiny bit more lumens on that one. Like teeny tiny. Like you wouldn't notice the difference, I don't think. Pack of 4. Extra star. That's the same page twice, so that helps us out. This just says Happy Halloween. Oh, this is the original page, isn't it? Is that the same page? No, it's a slightly different page with slightly different branding on it. And that's 25 quid as well. I don't want to spend that much money. None of these are reputable brands that I've ever heard of. That's got 4.5 with 1,100 reviews. 4.2. 4.5 with 900. A 4-pack sounds good. Coughing and dying doesn't. Let's not do that. What's this one? E14 candle bulb RGB 2700K. Is it one bulb? Is it 6? What are we looking at here? Why is there 2 remotes in the picture? How many did you get? It says bulb a lot, so it might just be 1. This one has 12 colours, 2 modes to choose from. Yeah, see, it's not 16 million. I hate it when brands do this. They go, ours is amazing. Look how amazing ours is. Look at all these things. And then they go, versus other's not bright enough. You don't get a battery. You don't know that. don't just say that, oh yeah, you don't get a battery if you buy anyone else's brand. Because you might. Stop shitting other brands. Just make your brand better. So, yeah. Oh, the Nightbot commands need to piss off still, don't they? Forgot about that. Brad said, do you like the band Hot Mulligan? They are playing in Leeds next year, that's why. I've never heard of them, if I'm honest. I know the name, but I've never actually listened to them. I didn't know Amazon's shopping simulator has been released. It has, yes. It has. And here it is. So what we need to do is use our very small budget to pick out the best bulbs. And then go from there. That's a 6-pack. 25 quid. That's a 4-pack. 23 quid. 600 lumens. I think we might go with these ones. Do we need a 6-pack? Can we knock that price down? Let's have a look. I think they're the only ones. Oh, 2-pack, look. 2-pack's not dead. He's here. 15 quid. Bluetooth Connect Smart Life. No Wi-Fi required. Smart Life. That image looks fucking gnarly. Should we grab these? Voucher price. You can save 70p. Ooh, 75 pence. Let's add them to the basket. Cool. All right, so there we go. We've got the bobs. I'll order them when I know what I'm doing with Amazon, because I don't think I've updated my address on here, actually. No, it's got work. Got my work address at the top there. Get them grabbed. Grab them like a beer from the fridge, or a can of Monster from the fridge, or a pepperami from the fridge. Go to the fridge. Okay, so the sun is out, and I can't actually see it. It's almost blinding me if I sit here, but it is actually impacting our brightness here a little bit, which is interesting. Oh, it's reflecting off here, isn't it? Right, so we're going to have that as a dynamic moving forward, which is quite nice when it's sunny in the summer. That'd be quite good. But yeah. What, this then? New house, is it? Yeah, it is, yeah, new house. Last week we did a live stream, and I say we, it was me. I did the live stream. People turned up and looked at it and was like, oh, that's cool. And we showed off the room a little bit. This is actually the camera that is going to be showing off the room, rather than the other camera, which is showing off the me. Hello. So this is what we'll be doing. I'll be streaming here, and then you'll be up there. But then when we're doing stuff over there, then I'll switch to the other camera, which hopefully will have a better angle, and we can do bigger, bolder, better streams. So yeah. He's just changed rooms. No, I just took the curtain down. This was all behind me. I just never bothered to show you guys before, because you don't deserve it. And now I think you do deserve it, so I'm showing you it. So yeah. Where is the web browser there? Okay, and then the camera's there, so we go back up to the top. So that's what you see there behind me. It's just some stuff. Oh, I'll show you. Look, there's a lot of stuff I need. Guess what? I need furniture. So yeah, I yearniture for furniture. I need to get some furniture. God, that chair. Thank you for calling me God. First of all, that chair looks unbelievably comfortable. Well, you can believe it because it's comfortable. Check it out. Don't look at my belly, but it reclines. That's why I said don't look at my belly. Oh no, that's part of my trousers. I thought that was my belly hanging out. It's all the way down there. It's like, yeah. I don't know why I did that. Oh, there's a dent in the ceiling. Wonder why. So yeah, and I've got a fridge here, and yeah, it's pretty good. Plenty of lighting through the ceiling light and so on. So yeah, I don't know if this is a chair that we'll keep using, but it's a good little armchair. There's a pouch. Oh yeah, by the way, I got given this, and I'm not sure what it is exactly. Like, I think it might be inside out, or it could be grey, but I think it's some kind of throw. So I thought we'd do a little mystery unboxing just to see what it is. So we'll do that right now. So if you think it was cozy beforehand, let's hope this throw makes it even cozier. So it's from, like, I think it's from Temu or Shein or something. It's vacuum packed like crazy. So yeah, it was a case of either this goes straight in the bin, or I take it with me. And I was like, oh, I might as well take it with me, see what it's like. And I think it is just a big grey throw, which matches the aesthetic of the chair. So let's have a look. Ah, spiders all over it. No, imagine. Looks like a big comfortable throw to me. Is that a bit? Is that the size of it? I thought it was like needed to be. It does need unfolding. Oh my god! See you later, guys. I've never really had a throw before. Ooh, spooky. It's not meant to be spooky. It's meant to be a nice big throw. The people at work have throws when they're sitting in the office. And I'm like, I always say to them, I'll never have a throw. I'll just put on a jumper. I'll just put up with the cold, you know. And now I've got a throw at home. I'm like, huh, okay. Interesting. Not even bonus spiders. Sad. Can you imagine? So with the furniture, you need like what exactly? Furniture. I don't need an. So I got given the opportunity to be sponsored by Udi, and I turned it down because I was like, what the hell? That's not. My community wouldn't like Udi's because the price was off. Like I think they were about 80 quid at the time, and then they ran off discounts basically to get their sales. And I was like, nah, people wouldn't want to see me wearing an Udi. I'm not picking my nose. It's just my piercing when it just sort of leans on my skin gets a bit itchy. I had a big green corner sofa you could have had if you came and got it from Plymouth. Lol. I don't want a corner sofa. Corner sofas are not good. I don't even have one. I love a dressing gown. I won't mind what are they called? Is it a dressing gown? I need one of them now. Now I've got space for one. Lamp. Bilbo's just like lamp. Lamp. You think I need a lamp? I mean, I wouldn't mind a lamp. Should we start looking at light bulbs for lamps? I don't want to. Yes, I am the ghost of grey. I don't know what the ghost of grey is, but that's me. I've got a Halloween do next week, and if I can get a Halloween outfit in time, and you guys can help me choose one, then I might get one and then go as that. Home crap, furniture things. Oh, actual furniture. So for actual furniture stuff, I need a desk. It needs to be a standing desk, really, so it's versatile in comparison to the one we're at now. Sideboards, cabinets, all just fucking all stuff. Everything's just sitting on the floor everywhere. So I thought you were saying lamp because he looked like a moth. I look like a moth. Cool. I look like a moth. You have a very creative imagination. Keep bashing it. That's why I was looking up light bulbs, you see, because I'm now a moth. Mothman. No. But yeah. So it's a really nice throw, actually. So I'm glad I took that and it didn't just go straight in the bin. So I'll put that probably on my couch or my sofa, because couches are for peasants and sofas are so far so good. Yes. Ugh. If you see my sofa, it's on Discord. Oh, fluff. Nobody said there'd be free fluff. Oh, cool. Fluff. So the streams are back, are they? So I'm looking to stream Saturday mornings, which is why we're live streaming Saturday afternoon, but still close enough to Saturday morning. We're starting out with Saturday morning streams. Because I work through the week and it's nice to have time to myself. And yeah, so the reasons that we're doing Saturday mornings is if we were to live stream Friday nights, it's very easy to stream into the night, late into the night, fuck up the sleep pattern, that kind of thing. You know, if we streamed, let's say 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. Friday night, and then at 10:45 we get raided by someone, or we're in the middle of a raid, or we're just enjoying it, we're having a few beers and stuff, it's very easy to overstream into the night and end up at 1, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever. So, to stop that from happening, I'm streaming in the morning, because if I stream at 11 a.m. till 2, so 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 hours, if for some reason we're like, yeah, we're still in the room, we're still in the vibe, we're still doing it, we can carry on and not stay up too late. You know, we can stream 4, 5, 6, whatever. And it's still early enough to get off and be like, okay, cool. Get some dinner, have a chill evening, and that sort of thing. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, now, I'm probably telling people who already know this, but my sleep pattern's been famous for being bad. So it's been infamous. I've got an infamous sleep pattern. So you'll see me in the past. You'll have seen me streaming every hour of the day, any time of the day, and so on. So to keep a regimented sleep pattern over the weekend, I'm starting my streams at about 11 a.m. to force myself into a habit of waking up early on the Saturday, so I don't knacker up my sleep pattern. So when I go back to work on Monday, so there's twofold reason as to why we're streaming Saturday mornings. It's just to start out. This is the second stream, so it's the second Saturday we've been doing, and the streams aren't too long that it completely just takes away from the weekend, and I can go and still buy light bulbs or do some laundry or whatever. And yeah, they're not too late into the night that they knacker up my entire week, so I'm still getting ample sleep. So yeah. Also, if we get finished by 3 o'clock, then we can still put a cheeky little bet on for the football, or we could still, watch football or whatever. So there's odds and ends to it and that kind of thing. I'm also treating streaming like I'm treating my job. So it's that same level of responsibility. If I can show up for someone else and clock in and work for someone else without a problem, without ever turning up late, without ever missing a day, then I should be able to apply that to myself. So I'm treating it as work. So if someone asks what you're doing Saturday morning, I am working. And that's what this is. I'm turning up for myself. I'm turning up for you guys. I'm doing it properly moving forward. So yeah, I mean, I did turn up 45 minutes late today, but I had a few beers last night, so I'm kind of okay with that as long as I do 3 hours. But yeah, we're trying very much to keep on top of a solid 3 hours. Saturday mornings, approximately 11 a.m. start, but I haven't put a start time as such on any of the propaganda or media or whatever, because I just want it to be called Saturday mornings for now. Because let's be honest, if you're watching a streamer, you don't show up for them to start. You just check if they're on. And if they're on, you watch them. And if they're not, then you're like, oh, okay. You don't go, oh, they're starting at 7, so I better be there at 7. We're not that sweaty, We're not clout chasing. So, yeah, there's no need to put an actual start time on it as such like that. So yeah. Hopefully I can pop in. I coach my son's football team on Saturday mornings. Nice, but most matches are done by 11. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ, that's early. Nice. Are you a good coach and are they a good team? Football mornings. No, the all-nighters when Blackwell will be on live. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Yeah. So I'd start streams at 6 a.m. I'd start streams at 6 p.m. I'd start streams at any fucking time in between. And then,
No! Get it out of here! Oh, that is weird.
all right then.
Bits interruption.
A nice one. Thank you, Teely, for the bits interruption. The camera was on top of that, but yeah, that made it even more scary. Appreciate the bits. Yeah, so we're going to start building it up again, but we're going to build it up bigger than we've ever built it up before. And I'm sure I've said that before, but I've got more about it all now, Like, we've got a proper dedicated... This room is a dedicated space for our streams. So it's not just like in the back nook of a house that's too small. This room is for streaming. Streaming comes first in this room. And I've got an income coming behind it as well. So it's not a case of my budget relies on the stream. The stream is as far as the budget goes. It's a case of, well, I've got a job that pays quite handsomely, so I've got some funding to put into it. But I've got some housing shit to get set up first. Because when you move house, you've got a lot of shit you need to do one-time buys on, like a washing machine or a fucking couch or, that kind of thing, or a television. Oh, I need that television. Oh, fucking hell, I don't have a television or whatever. And it's like, oh shit, that's going to be 200 quid or whatever. So once that sort of settles down, we'll get into a rhythm and we're going to crush it. It's going to be great. I'm all right. I do it with another lad too. The coaching, right? And yeah, they're pretty good. A couple of them train with Brighton. Oh, nice. Okay. So what's the age group of these kids? Like, are they playing just to play? Are they playing just to have something to do as kids? Or are they playing to win? Compete and win? We were talking last week about getting a nut onto this clamp and then gluing it on so we've got something to use as a torque wrench on. I think I found the nut at work. I think I found a perfect size nut at work, so that's good. It's only under 8. It's all non-competitive nowadays. Yeah, I mean, I've been chatting to a guy at work about it, and he's got a kid who plays football, and it's like they lose a lot, and it's like, oh, okay. And then they were winning, and they drew, and they ended up drawing like 5-5, and I was like, ah, and his kid scored, and I was like, okay. And as they walked out yesterday, him and his kid, because his kid was in for half-term holidays or whatever, I said, and if you're playing football, make sure you win. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, no, they don't do it that way, do they? They're not competitive. Kids aren't competitive in games now. It's just like they play to participate. And it's like, oh shit. I've got that mentality of you must win or don't come off that fucking field. But yeah. This, by the way, is broken. This is the old ball hinge or ball socket, whatever, that I was using for this camera. But you might notice you can tighten this up as much as you want. And then this still has movement in it, which defies the point. I know it's quite difficult to move, but if you think about it, it shouldn't move at all. So, yeah, there you go, look. I've still got play in it, and that's as tight as that'll go. So, I either need a better screw in there, or just to fuck it off, throw it away. I'm just thinking what I'd do with it, so I'll go there. So, yes. It's strange, when I was at that age, if I lost, I'd be fuming. Now they all come off laughing stuff. It is, yeah. But then you're not going to have the same standard of competitiveness as you get older. You're going to get people who are very nonchalant and blasé about results. So, yeah, you'll never have a Roy Keane if you have that mentality. And everybody fucking admires Roy Keane's tenacity, so... It's an interesting one for sure, but it's the direction they take it in because they don't want people upset. However, football is designed to only have athletic people play. If you think about it, every position has to be someone who can run and has the athleticism to play the sport, other than a goalkeeper. So it's not ideal for participation anyway as a sport, football. It's just not. Like, if you think about any other sport that is a team game, let's say rugby, if you're a big guy, you can't run much, but you're a big guy, you've got a position. If you play basketball, if you're tall, then you've got a position. If you're small, you can still have a position. In football, if you're a big guy, if you're a fat dude, you're either a goalkeeper or you're on the bench. So it's not very encompassing that way, unless you're slim and you fit the mold for the football team or for the sport. And I had my football career was me sitting on the bench getting 20 minutes here and there because I was always a big guy. And it was like, it took me until I was about 35 to think, oh yeah, this sport isn't for everybody. They say it is. They say it's all inclusive. It's not. It's really not. Oh, you're the fat kid in school. Oh, you're in goal then. I was never in goal because I was like quite good at school. You know, I was a bit slimmer and stuff. But yeah, it's a weird one. But yeah, it's got that pulling power in it, football. Everyone loves it to play it anyway. Right. Let's have a little conversation about an overpriced camera factory called GoPro. And the reason that I want to have this little conversation is because of this camera right here. The GoPro 9 is a GoPro 9 Black, to be precise, okay? And there's no battery in it at the moment, but I will put a battery in. I bought these batteries separate and then a little charger. Obviously, if you start buying GoPro stuff, you've got to buy into their ecosystem because they've got very specific batteries that you have to buy, and that's these ones here. So I'm going to put this battery in here, and we'll see what happens. So the battery's in it. There's an LED on the back that just flashed to indicate that it's got power. I'll turn it on. And it makes that noise. And every 5 seconds, it makes that noise. And it'll try and turn on. And it'll try and show a scene. and it'll keep repeating that cycle. So it's got a battery in there, it's got a card in there, it should cycle on, it should turn on. See, it's just come on, but it's frozen, and then it's reset, hard reset. And that keeps doing that, and that won't do anything other than that now. So I bought this in November of 2022, so it's just coming up to its 3-year anniversary. So it's within 2 years, if you want to call it 3 years, it's 3 years. It cost me £300 for a camera from Argos. So if you consider that to be £100 a year investment into this camera, I've got in touch with GoPro, and I'd like to tell you what they said. I'll just load up my emails here. Okay, so they give me a separate email each time, which is not ideal, but yeah. Let's have a look. So that's going to keep doing that. I'll turn that off because it's not going to do anything different. Right? It's just come on and it crashed and it's just going off again. It'll just loop. The cycle loops. So I'll take the battery out. And now I've set this up with various different cables. I've changed the SD card. I've formatted the SD card. Not easy to do, by the way, because I don't have an adapter for my PC. So I had to just fashion away. It actually included using this camera, setting this camera up, putting the SD card in there, getting it attached to my MacBook, and then formatting it. And yeah, it was an absolute pain in the ass, right? So let's get on to the communication from GoPro. So I sent them a message saying, the camera, basically what I've explained to you guys is what it's doing. And they sent me a message back. They said, "Hi Tom, thanks for reaching out, and I'm really sorry to hear your camera won't power on. That 3-beep cycle every few seconds definitely sounds frustrating, and we're here to help you through it. To better assist, could you let us know, have you tried using a different battery or charging cable? Was the camera exposed to water, extreme temperatures, or any impact? When did the issue begin? In the meantime, we recommend checking out this article on troubleshooting. If the issue persists, we can move forward with a camera replacement through the GoPro subscription program." Sounds cool, right? Here's what you need to know. The replacement fee for the camera is $99 plus tax, depending on your country, which equivalent is £75 to replace the camera. Since the Hero 9 Black is no longer manufactured, we'll replace it with the Hero 12 Black. Please note the Hero 12 Black does not include GPS features. You'll need an active GoPro subscription to qualify. Now, a GoPro subscription is £50 a year. So if we put those together, that's £125 to get the camera replaced with a new one, with a Hero 12. Once subscribed, please reply with your full shipping address and you can use this link and your camera's serial number. So essentially what GoPro's telling me there is, we're sorry that your camera doesn't work and we're sorry that our tech is unreliable, but if you give us £125, we can give you a newer version of our unreliable tech for you to use. And then if that doesn't work, then you'll probably have to repeat the same process again and again and again, spending more money each time to get reliable tech. That's the message that I'm getting from what they've sent me. So I've said, I've tried using several cables, hardwired and batteries. The best I've managed is to get the device powering on, and it offers the date time prompt and then crashes and the cycle repeats. This is without an SD card in. I've also tried several SD cards. There's no difference. Sometimes it powers on and just freezes and repeats that cycle too. The camera wasn't exposed to anything. It's been like water and extreme temperatures. It's been used as a dash cam, so it's just sat on the dashboard. And the issue began on Friday, the 17th of October. So their response to that is as follows. "Hi Tom, thanks for getting back to us, and I really appreciate the detailed information you've shared. It's clear you've already tried multiple troubleshooting steps, including swapping cables, batteries, and SD cards. Given that the issue persists and includes freezing and rebooting cycles, even without an SD card, it's very likely we're dealing with a hardware problem. We're here to explore replacement options. If your camera is still under warranty, please send us a copy of your proof of purchase so we can proceed with a warranty-based replacement." Now, I bought it from Argos. It's 1 month away from 3 years. There's a 2-year warranty on it, so it's out of warranty, unfortunately. Very short term, but a 3-year camera, apparently that's all they ask. If your camera is currently out of warranty, you can take advantage of the GoPro subscription, which is £50, which includes a camera replacement perk, an additional £75. This allows us This allows you, to require a replacement for a small fee and applicable taxes based on your region. So they basically say the same thing again, but they say the perks of the camera include an enduro battery designed for improved cold weather performance and extended recording time. So I wouldn't use that because I'd be using a wired setup for my dash cam. So it says, send us all the details of the serial number, your address, and so on for that. And I've responded with, thank you for your response and confirming that the issue is likely hardware related. While I understand the camera is now outside its warranty period, I have to express my disappointment. This is the second GoPro I've owned, and both have developed serious hardware faults within 3 years of normal, careful use. That pattern raises real concerns about product reliability, especially considering that the camera has been properly maintained and handled with care. The proposed resolution requiring me to pay for a subscription and an additional replacement fee totaling around £125 feels unreasonable given the consistent product failure I've experienced. I don't believe customers should be expected to spend more money to resolve what appears to be a recurring fault pattern across devices. I would appreciate if you could escalate this matter for review as a goodwill case or offer a more appropriate resolution, perhaps a reduced cost or complimentary replacement considering the circumstances. Thank you for your time and understanding. I look forward to hearing back soon. Kind regards, Blackwell TV. So where's their response? Can we see it? Is it here? Where am I looking? Here it is. So their response was, hi Tom, thanks for getting back to us and I really appreciate it. Hang on. That's the same email. Here it is. Hi, Tom. Thank you so much for your thoughtful message. We truly appreciate you taking the time to share your experience, and we're genuinely sorry to hear about the repeated hardware issues you've encountered. We understand how disheartening it can be when your gear doesn't hold up the way you expect, especially when you've cared for it diligently. We want to be fully transparent with you. The GoPro Hero 9 has officially reached its end of life and is no longer in production. Right. Okay. Just before we move on, GoPro are in control of when they end the life cycle of products. And the reason that they end the life cycle of products is so they can do this. So they're now on the GoPro 13, I think, with the 14 announced maybe for next year. And the reason that they can do that is so they can advance their technology somewhat, so they can just discredit old models and go, it's out of what now, we don't make that anymore, so you can't. Let's be clear, they'll still have the components, they'll still have all the parts to put one together. They could make them if they wanted to. That's a choice they're making. So the GoPro Hero 9 Black has officially reached its end of life and is no longer in production. Because of this, the only available path for replacement is through a GoPro subscription program. So they're trying to upsell the idea. We can't give you the old type because we're choosing to not make them anymore. So what we're going to try and do is get you onto this subscription model so we can keep you in our ecosystem. So you keep having to keep buying our batteries and you keep buying our this, that, and the others that work GoPro only. And you stay within the ecosystem and you don't go to our competitors. But we're not going to offer you anything decent. We understand this may not be the resolution you were hoping for, but we do want to make this right the best way we can. As a gesture of goodwill and appreciation for your loyalty, if you're willing to subscribe and pay £50 a year, we'd be happy to offer you an exceptional upgrade to our latest model, the Hero 13 Black, which is obviously a newer one. So they could have offered me that from the start, but they offered me some inferior product, which is a little bit older, which, let's be honest, will end its life cycle sooner than the 13. But that's through the subscription replacement process. This is not something we often offer, but we believe your situation deserves special consideration. Just to clarify, our standard warranty covers devices for 2 years from the date of purchase. 2 years. That's all you get. So essentially, GoPro are saying that they believe that these devices will last 2 years. Anything outside of that, you're on your own. 2 years for one of these devices. Crazy. A camera can only last 2 years. That's the life cycle of them devices, all right? So just bear that in mind when you're buying from this company. Since your Hero 9 Black is outside that window, the subscription replacement, available at £115 plus applicable taxes, is the most viable solution. You can learn more about how it works on this link.
We truly value your continued support and would love to help you getting back to capturing your adventures with confidence. Please let us know if you'd like to proceed and we'll guide you through the next steps. To that email, I have not responded. But that is basically where we're at with a company called GoPro. You'll probably have heard of them for their action cameras and stuff. And all this did was sit on my dashboard and film the trip to work and back. That's all it did. I took it to a couple of gigs very early on, and I felt a bit anxious about filming, actually, because I didn't want to get a camera out at a gig and that kind of thing. But yeah. So essentially what they're saying is, we're sorry that our tech is unreliable, but if you want to continue with us, it's going to cost you. But so the price of the new camera is probably a lot more than £115, but there's no guarantee that it will last. You know, their warranty's 2 years. There's absolutely nothing stopping it from being 2 years and 1 month before it breaks. And then you're right back in this loophole again. Maybe you buy some more batteries. Maybe you buy a mount or something. Maybe you buy something else and you buy more into the ecosystem, and then you're just trapped shelling out money for products that are just unreliable. So yeah. It's a very sneaky way of saying, we'll promise you upgrades, but take money each time. Yeah, exactly. End it because it's shite. Let's be honest. They could just give you one, couldn't they? Won't make a difference to them, really. I need to insure my Switch 2, but it's like £60. So yeah, I thought GoPro were a really good company. I really did. And it's a shame because I've got accessories that I haven't even used yet. No, I was going to wear it and go like, I've got plans for stuff, for action cam stuff. This is a head cam. Obviously, I'm not going to put it on. Well, I tried to put it on over my hat and headphones and stuff, but you know. So I've got a BMX downstairs. It needs a bit of work, but in the summer months, it would have been really cool to get a GoPro camera, ride a nice scenic route through Yorkshire, and then use that as the backdrop for a music video. Because remember, we've got the studio. It's not just a streaming studio. It is a studio. So we've got music, and we can put some music stuff together and make music and that kind of stuff and bring it together and have music videos and production and stuff. But yeah. The length of warranty is concerning. Even CEX offer a 5-year warranty on second-hand tech. That's a long ass. That is a long warranty. Are you sure on that? God damn. Because I'm pretty sure like second-hand warranties are like 30 days. But yeah, brand new. It should last a while. It should. And it was brand new. I bought it from Argos, and it cost me £300. And now it's just a beeping device that fucking does nothing. And the batteries are now redundant because I don't have anything else to charge with these batteries. Nice quality little battery charger, that one. But yeah, I thought it'd be important to just mention it because it just feels like a really duff situation. And I got this, look. I'm sure it goes bigger than that. That's what she says. I'm sure it does. Does it not? There's no way it's just that. Is there? Is it? Maybe it is. It's just a grip to film yourself, basically. But again, that's another GoPro ecosystem device, isn't it? I'm sure it goes longer than that, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's been a while. Because I've just been using it in dash cam. So nice hard case it comes in as well. So they look after, well, I look after stuff. It's just, I have noticed with that though, the GoPro, it did occasionally get like updated. I didn't set it to update, but occasionally I'll just get a new Oh, there's a new setting on this. Oh, cool. You know, like firmware updates that are done wirelessly or whatever. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain because now I don't have a dash cam from the car, and if I do have a bump or whatever, it's like, oh, cool, I've got no evidence. Kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah. Right, let's see if we can get rid of some of these timers that are setting up these ad sponsors because they're not doing it for me. It's Nightboy, isn't it? That is what she said. Have I just clicked on that twice? I don't. What the freak? And I got this. Look. I'm sure it goes bigger than that. That's what she says. I'm sure it does. Does it not? There's no way it's just that. Is there? Is it? Is it? Is it? Oh, I know. Yeah. Thank you for the clip. What am I looking at here? I'm on Nightbot. Commands. Timers. Yeah, timers. Ad. Right. Welcome to new Eridu. Yeah, turn it off. Never even played that game. What else? What else is being spammed in chat that's an advert? The easiest way to support the channel through subscribing. You can do it here. Like, well, I mean, that's true. What else we got? Subbing made easy. That's that one there. That subbing made easy comes up every 40 minutes and 5 lines of chat, so it's not that bad. Blackwell is on YouTube. Click here to subscribe. That's all of them. So there's a Discord one. Oi, join our Discord. There's follow. Don't forget the other follow button. Join the Blackwell TV community. Make sure to enable notifications for the stream. So you never miss any of the action. Check the bell icon next to the follow button to join the notification nation. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm not really bothered with Twitter anymore. I don't really use it. I don't want to use it. It's just not that great. Okay, so we got that. The bulbs are in the basket, ready to go. Literally no chat on YouTube whatsoever, which is fine. Cool. As long as it's being checked, it's all good. Right, what's next on the agenda? What time are we at? 1:45. Okay, how long have we been streaming? 1 hour 47 minutes. Okay, cool. We could drink some coffee. That's a shout. Hold on. You deleted your Twitter. Wow. I mean, it's a shit platform. It's just absolutely garbage. It's just full of whiny bitches. And if you're on Twitter, then you'll either agree with me or you'll be one of the whiny bitches, and then you'll whiny bitch about it. So it kind of reinforces my point. So, gotcha, bitch. So, you know, I'm editing, playing Pokemon and watching Ace Blue Sky and said, I went through this phase of setting up on every platform and then juggling every platform, and it's pointless. So for a content creator, just having them all isn't enough. You need to put out decent content for each. So I'm pulling that back. I'm dialing that in. I'm dialing it back, pulling it in, whatever. So, I mean, I am using Instagram a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. Fuck Twitter. Blue Sky, nah. Threads, nah. Facebook, nah. Snapchat, nah. That's gone. I deleted that one. I was pretty good on Snapchat, I'll be honest. I made some weird, funny, daft shit on there when I went through the phase of doing that. But I just, I can't keep up with it. There's too much adverts. And if you swipe to the content, it's just trash. Nah, fuck that shit. That light out there called the sun is getting quite bright, and it's actually my arm. Where's my arm? It's fine. But yeah, I use Twitter to whiny bitch at companies. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I still have to have a Twitter, because the work Twitter just doesn't work. So I use my Twitter to see what's going on out there. But yeah, there's so many out there that are just not worth having. So yeah, for Blackwell TV content, and for me really, it's just going to be Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. When YouTube gets bigger than Twitch in terms of the numbers and the subscribers, I'm going to keep them while they still earn money. If one dies off, doesn't earn money, then I'll just switch. And that is only a one-way thing. So what I'm saying there is, if the numbers and the content dwindles on Twitch, then we'll let it go. But we'll move over. The idea is to transition over to YouTube because it's a bigger platform. But yeah, it's a. I think it's an inevitability, but who knows when that'll happen. I remember the constant teasing at the Fozzy gig near Manchester, Victoria. I don't know what you're talking about. Not a clue. No, not me, mate. So yeah, it's going to be Instagram, Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. I think that's it, actually. I've shut down my website. So, is there a social media channel? I think I got rid of the social media channel, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I have. Ooh, Metalhead. Oops, caps. I was in Manchester a few weeks ago. Yeah, Tea Leaf was out there. Tea Leaf was out there leafing up the teas and doing all types of stuff. I can't believe she went in that strip club. That's crazy. Crazy. Who are they? Butcher Babies and Infected Rain, I think, are both playing Manchester on the same night. So that'll be an interesting gig. I did get free Junkyard Golf. Was that at Printworks? Or was that somewhere else? I think it was somewhere else, wasn't it? I'm going to put this bulb in because I keep fucking around with it. And I've not ordered the replacement ones yet, so... Whoa. I'm not falling down or anything. I just felt like saying, whoa. Right. I don't know if I'm in the shot. If I am, then stop looking at my butt. Okay. So, let's see what the lighting changes actually look like when we put the blind down. So that's just with the key light on. Nice little bit of ambience. Wow, that still doesn't actually really do much, does it? It does on the other camera. But if we get rid of the Sony cam, it does on this camera, obviously, because we're in the shot. But yeah, when we get round to it, the camera will be pointing over that way more. But there'll be more set up over that way, so yeah. The one near the uni, you said. What, my university? Oh no, it's near Gorilla. It's near the O2 Ritz. It's down that way. Right, I'm going to take a quick break. As in, I'm just going for a piss. I'll be back in a minute. See ya. Hello. Okay, back. Oh yeah, we don't have to. I guess it doesn't have to be closed all the way, does it? Still offers ample lighting. Good. Deansgate Station. It's a train station and a tram line as well, metro line. I've also got a spare monitor mount. Wait, I think it's Dell only, and I think the reason that I'm using this one is because this doesn't pivot. It tilts. Yeah, it doesn't pivot. I don't know if I need it pivoting, but this one's a bit cracked, so it might be worth switching out at some point. Cables. And then the base as well. Nice to get matching sat. And display cable as well. Cool. And a very old Manchester United pillowcase. Yeah. Look at that. How cool is that? Back when the team was a formidable force and not just a dog shit Harry Maguire's pulling them through fucking matches. Yes, I used it as a bag. I'm going to rest my head on that. Jesus Christ. Let me go there. Yes, we'll pop them there for now. I'm not going to set them up on stream because, well, it'll just be unplugging monitors and it'd be mad. Right. Got it. Can I play a video game? That's a question, isn't it? We'll try Fallout 76 as a test. TikTok posted. Oh, hell yeah. FYI, guys, I did say we're not using TikTok, didn't I? Well, I'm not using TikTok, but Tea Leaf is in control of the TikTok. So the Blackwell TV TikTok is now in the control of the wonderful Tea Leaf 19. So, yeah, I'm going to be using Instagram, Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. And Tea Leaf's going to be in control of the TikTok. And here it is. There it is, look. There it is. That's me. I'll do that one because it might actually focus. That's me, look. There's my TikTok. Go and look on my TikTok. If you don't go and look on my TikTok, I'll put some penguins in a bag and smash them up. Yeah. I won't. I don't have any penguins. And I've got this, look. I'm sure it goes bigger than that. That's what she does. I'm sure it does. Does it not? There's no way it's just that. There is a way. It is just that. Is it? It might be. I've got this, look. Your content could blow up. Act now. What? Nice one. Don't have TikTok, no interest. Ah, well, there you go. So the plan is we'll get Tea Leaf working on TikTok to build that channel up. It gets her experience, it gets her content. This is content that she can work with and edit and stuff. And hopefully it gets her some nice experience on social media management and that kind of thing as well. So it kind of works both ways. And depending on like how we gain growth on the channel, it could be something that we can fund as well. So it might be something that hopefully we can pay her for. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I need some of your logos though. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Let me know what you need and I'll send it over. Do you need the OnlyFans one? Because I don't think I've got that anymore. Let's load up Fallout. Small out Schmeventy Schmicks. Now, I'm not going to be known as the Fallout streamer. This is a bench test, essentially, to see if my Wi-Fi can take it playing a game and streaming. Or if I need to run an Ethernet cable downstairs. Okay, so I have grabbed OBS, pulled it over there. Boop. Oh shit, yeah, it's the second camera. Boop. I still have my Ujimaflig, what's it called? Overlay? What's it? No, it's not an overlay, what is it? What's the thing called? The fucking HUD changer. UI changey boy. I don't know what it's called. Anyone know what it's called? It's not an overlay. It's I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. I think we'll go. Two questions. Number one, what's the overlay reshader? It's a reshader. It's a reshader. Reshader. It's a reshader. Reshader, not overlay. Yes. We've still got our reshader applied, which makes the colors nice and deep and the contrasting bigger. Hey, Paddy Chi, how's it going? And second, where do you want me? Where do you want me? Where do you want me? Hmm? Hmm. 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 Whereabouts would you like me? And how big do you want me? Oh, and all the other things. I think the game crashed, so it might have crashed. Please don't have crashed. Fallout 76 news. Fallout 76's latest update is live, and with it brings various improvements and fixes. Check out the full patch notes at fallout.com. It's crashed! Greatness. Right. Where do we go, though? Where do we go? Do we go over here? Are we big enough? Are we man enough? I think that's enough, isn't it? I think Fallout in the background. Yeah, I think we covered enough with that. Right, let's relaunch it, see if it works. It's not about the game, it's about me. It's about star power over here. And I'm drinking coffee. I'm obviously getting way too quick from the mood. All right, load, please. Way loaded. And I'll put the game here, I think. Yeah, that's enough screen space for the game, isn't it? I mean, it's never going to be as big as me. It's only Fallout. No one's ever heard of that game before. I don't think there's anything in the shop. Character. We'll go build Biffle and we'll go into our private, secure world full of awesome people and no one who's anything else. Right. Could you imagine if I had the ego to stream like this? I mean, I am technically, but it's just to be silly. Then I've got a massive camera. I've got a secondary smaller camera, which is equal to the size of the game. And the game just takes a tiny bit of space just here somewhere. Where? Here. And for those who needed me to point because they couldn't see the game, then you're welcome. No, if anything, this is just a test to see if we can stream Fallout 76 with the camera and stuff. So we've got, obviously, the game needs a connection, so that's your download. And we're streaming, so that's the upload. And to see them both working at the same time with the Wi-Fi, that's the test here at the moment. If we can, and it's consistent, then that's really good. and then we'll test it again with Call of Duty, which is more intense. It needs a more intense connection, and obviously drop frames and stuff competitive, then that factors in. Alternatively, we get an Ethernet cable, we run it through this door down the stairs into our router, and we do that instead, which I don't have a problem with, because we'd probably only use the Ethernet cable while I'm live streaming. While I'm live streaming, I'm here, so it's not disrupting anybody on the stairs, because it's just me. I'm live streaming. So yeah, but we'll see. Once we know that this works, we can set up our stream channel panels and scenes and that kind of stuff as well. So that's quite cool. Right, if you ever want to see a ghoul go yeet, then you're in the right place. It's just gone. It's all about getting out. You can't really see, to be fair, can you? Let's see if you can. If I right click that and go transform, picture screen, and then lock that in place and remove the camera, then you've got me there. I think that'll be okay. If you want me in a better place, let me know. If you think, yeah, you could do it being top left or top right or bottom right or whatever, bottom left, then feel free. I think it's better position would be left. Coming to steal your world, absolutely.
Hostiles neutralized.
Feel free to do so. I think probably here.
To primary systems to ensure continued operation.
And now I'm thinking that we could maybe zoom in on the camera a little bit, get a better shot. Now that you got a game, you've got actual, content that you're working on, it becomes a bit easier to figure out.
Bloody stupid if you can't hide from me.
But then you can crop that. See you later, guys. Bye. Bye. Okay, everyone's getting ripped.
But Rucker wants us sober on the job.
If you kill a human in this area, the robots come after you. But if you kill the robots, the humans don't come after you. That's loyalty for you. I feel that both cameras could be cropped a little bit. Or are you guys happy? I mean, we've always had cropped cameras, so it might be that that's what I'm familiar with. Because it's always been limited space, or I have to crop it. Oh look, Minerva's in town.
Folks don't join the responders for caps. They join to make
So if you're on
difference.
adventure mode, you'll be able to get some good shit here. Don't need to buy it any, it's pointless.
All
Yeah, I agree with everything she just said.
Threat analysis yellow.
See ya.
Potential perimeter breach.
Hello? Where are you shooting? Alrighty. We're at the White Spring, it's kicking on a bit. We're at 40 frames a second. In certain places I've seen it at 60 not dropping, so... At some point we probably want to... The game sound might be loud compared... Okay. At some point we do probably look to shoot stuff, but it's expensive.
Situation normal. Law and order has been restored.
Audio. Master. Just drop that down about there. Hopefully that's okay. I've got some stationery over there. I've got a pen here. Yeah, actually that's what I'll do. That's on my, yeah. I was just looking for a postcard from Plymouth, but it's on my fridge downstairs. No, it's on my freezer downstairs, so it's not up here. But there's some other bits and pieces knocking about. I need a notepad to sort of create a to-do list. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Got an exercise on that. I found a fabric tape measure. So that's really good, because I'm going to write out a to-do list of things I need to do for next week, so my homework. All right, Bear, chill out. Fucking hell. You're going to get yeeted, right? Deal with it. Fuck off. Off you fuck. Thank you. Is there another one? Good. Bye. See you later. Bye. So, tape measure is to measure... Oh, I put the light bulb back. After stream. Right, okay, fine. Oh, that's cool. I can turn it up in my headset. That's fine. So we're dropping to about 20 frames. I don't think that's a Wi-Fi issue as such. I think that's... Okay. I think that's more a processing issue. So CPU, GPU. So, what have we spoken about today that I need to work on? Measure and confirm RGB light bulbs. I still need ideas for a Halloween costume. I don't want to spend too much money on it, and it needs to be here by Friday because that's when the event is. I'm thinking the Scream outfit. So I want to put a glass... if I put the glass shelf in, the monitors are going to be higher. And that disparity with my chair might not be good. Not sure on that one. Yeah, so I was thinking the Scream outfit. That'd be pretty cool. A ghost, a white bedsheet. I've done that before, and it's not great. So I did it once before at a party, and basically what I ended up doing is not talking to anybody because I couldn't really see anybody, and I was just sitting under a sheet drinking, and I got hammered. Absolutely battered. So I can't do that one. I've got some masks. I've got the V for Vendetta masks, but I'd have to still make the outfit up. And I've got a Slipknot mask, so I could get a boiler suit. Just go to Corey, but then my hair would be different. Because my hair's a shitty mess. I don't want to shave it, and I don't want to... I mean, I could get a wig, but Corey doesn't wear a wig with that mask, so... I'm not sure. Measure and confirm RGB lights. That's one thing. I've got the new monitor stand. So install new monitor stand. You also mentioned the audio, so I do need to look at the audio settings because my mic, I don't know. It might sound amazing, but it might not. So I'm going as Rick Grimes this year, and my daughter is going as a zombie girl he shoots in the first episode. Fair play. Cool. Rick Grimes. Do you have all the accent down? Oh, I'm Rick Grimes, sir. I was in this TV show. I mean, it wasn't a TV show for me because I'm the character. I'm not the actor. Andrew Lincoln. Yeah. I'm gonna browse. I'm gonna call it browse Halloween outfits. Audio. We'll call it audio testing. And then we could maybe look at the... Because I get the feeling that this camera is doing some sort of auto exposure stuff. It's doing some focus stuff. Wow, I've just wrecked it. Cool. We're now blurry for the rest of the stream. Yeah, it's definitely changing some brightness when it changes some focus, isn't it? There we go. So it might be camera cropping. You just stream Coral. Pretty easy to go. Coral. Laurie. Person who used to live here was called Laurie. I keep getting her mail. Crop camera frame / placement decisions, and then also build OBS scenes, because I don't want to use all the old stuff. So like the banner around it, the black and yellow stripes, we don't necessarily need those. If there's something that works better for vertical formatting for TikTok, then maybe we could look into that as well. Send, T, leaf, some images, in brackets, logos. Yeah, just anything, assets and that kind of shit. Right. Oh, also, measure and price. Ethernet cable. Right, I think that's enough homework for me. Unless there's more stuff, just let me know. Is that a zombie? Is that a ghoul down there? Yes. Gone. Cold shoulder with infinite ammo. Look at that. Get out of here. Go on, get. Oh, look, it's a bear. Look at the bear. Have a grenade. Oh, have another. Have another. Squish. Really? Okay. Leg shot. See you later! The bear over there going nuts, apparently. Hey, look at legendary. Nice. Troubleshooter's drill. Okay. So we grab that and use it. Let's see how we get on with that. That tickle the spot, does it? Yeah. Oh, it died. I know it isn't. It's not dead, it's just angry and laying down. Brr.
Bruh.
Good. Skill's awful. What the fuck is this? Anti-armor Zenith Sharpshooter's Alien Blaster. Yes. So, are we excited about the direction of Fallout 76 and the expansion of the map in December? Are we excited that Walton Goggins is going to be in the game? Are we excited that the Ghoul is going to be in Fallout 76? I like the idea that it is lore friendly. You know, I don't know why Walton Goggins came over to Appalachia in 2103 or whatever, but hey, he could have. He had a lot of time to kill between being a guy and being a ghoul, you know? Or since the bombs fell and the show started. So yeah, it's quite cool that they managed to sort of wiggle it into the lore. He's pre-war and post-war. Obviously, you know that when he's in 76, he doesn't die then, because he's in the TV show. When's the TV show set? I can't remember. So Max in the TV show sees bombs drop, but they're not the bombs. Are they the bombs? Is it the Great War that Max sees? Because if it is, then it's really short term after them. I think it's not. I think he sees part of New Vegas get exploded. You still haven't seen the show? We can do a watch if you like. A watch along. Check it up in the Discord. Put it on. I ain't got a problem with that. Shady Sands, that's the place, yeah. Yeah, so he sees like the bombing of Shady Sands, which is different, isn't it? Because he has like flashbacks to when he was a kid and how cool the Brotherhood of Steel were. That's why he joined them, basically. You know what? I've just got an idea. We've got a new knife. There's a new knife in the season pass, in the battle pass, and whatever it's called. The scoreboard, that's what it's called. So we could go and make that and have a look at it. It looks quite nice. That's not a door. Okay. There's a bear outside. Let's have a look. Some of the menus have been changed as well. They've been more streamlined, uniformed to make more sense, which is pretty cool. It would be a sharp weapon. It's the Cosmic Knife. Look at that. VATS crits do 50% damage. Your VATS crit fills faster and sneak damage is increased by 50%. Yeah, so that's the new seasonal weapon. Now that we've got one. Just ignore them, they're just being knobheads. And there's a superheated version. That looks really cool. So what does that add? 109 fire damage. Just off, straight out the gate. Cosmic! That is a cool looking knife. I really like that. I've also noticed the addition of the animated damage numbers. So if something's got burn damage, you see the numbers just bounce off it like you would in like Borderlands. cool than rather than just displaying the number. It's got a little animation to it. It helps more if you've got a fire weapon. If it does burn damage. There you go, the 21's jumping off. So it's doing like damage over time. It's cool. It's a nice little addition. Then you can see, obviously, you've got the damage health bar, but you see it's still taking damage, and yeah. Nice to have that visual. All right then. You go over there then. Good on you. Let's take a look at the season, see where we're up to, see what we can do with it. Night of the Morgue we've completed. So the thing about Night of the Morgue is you redeem tickets like you would on your regular scoreboard, but the only way that you do it, you have to do it in order. So you have to unlock this one for free first, which obviously ties in with the new events, or the, not Mischief Night, but the trick-or-treating stuff. And then it's like you've got to then unlock this one before you can unlock this one, before you can unlock one of these, and then it moves around. So you just got to do it in order. As long as you've got the tickets, you can unlock the whole thing in one go, which is what I did. So yeah, we've got some cool death-related stuff from the mini season that ends on the 4th of November. So be careful if you're, short or pressed on time, that kind of. And then we've got the Modern Living, which is full of Nuka World stuff, which is quite cool. I had to get this jukebox because I want a jukebox in my house. I think it'd be a really nice showpiece to have in the corner of my living room, and it would be a great way for me to store my CDs. So I've got like 200 CDs, so it'd be good to just have half of them in a machine that I can just hit random on and just have like loads of random tunes play. I think that'd be fucking amazing. So, but yeah, we're ranked 39. We've only done the weeklies a couple of times and the dailies a couple of times, so I've got some score boosters, and there's the Cosmic Knife. It did say it had some legendary effects on it, didn't it? I'm wondering if we can re-roll that or build a new combination that's even better, but I don't know. We'll have a look. Bowling balls in there for some reason. Mothman stuff's quite nice. Another score booster. Good stuff. So, what are we on? Page 5. You can get a dog and a cat. Pretty good. Worth half a grind, really. The Doctor's Aid Bag, that's pretty cool if you fall out first, because that replicates the scrap box and the ammo box, but it's for aid items, so that's really cool. Soul Soup Server, that gives you some good benefits as well. I think it's like herbivore based meals. So that's another generator for your camp, quite nice. Cherry Bomb Tinker's workbench looks cool. It's a big old fella, but you get to show off a cool car if you want to build a garage, And I have in the past tried to build a garage, but it didn't quite work out because you don't have cars you can just sling about. So that's quite cool. The Abraxo sign, the neon sign, looks pretty nice. Lunch pail, some bits and bobs there. That kitchen looks mad, but it is quite a way through. So you get the fridge, you get the whole set in the middle, and you get the cooker as well. Does that actually work as a cooker? It does say it's a home stove cooking station, so yeah. Yeah, it does. Wow. I don't see a freezer, but never mind. Nuka-Cola jetpack. Nuka-Cola tiles. Right, what is this? Is that just a store? It'd be really cool if it was a. Hang on, hang on. Let me read this. Satisfy your thirst with a Sunset Sarsaparilla. If you're lucky, you might get a rare one. A supersized edition released in limited quantities to select Canadian and US test markets. Be warned, there's a 5-minute restocking period before you'll be able to quench your thirst again. So it does give you a drink. That's really cool. I like it. I really like it. That's fucking amazing. And it lights. That's really cool. Oh, that's so cool. So my guess is this season will end to coincide with the next update, which is set for December. So we've got plenty of time to get through the season pass if we crush November. And we do the weeklies. If we stick on with the weeklies, we should be able to get it done. Fishing rod, Eye of Ra, bobber mod. Ah, cool. So we're repurposing the Eye of Ra. Just chuck it in the water like. Bloop. This is interesting, by the way, as well. So it's a aesthetic set of glasses that you can wear. But there's another version which turns your game into black and white, which is pretty interesting. That'd be a nice little novel touch. Playing the game in black and white for a bit. Mushroom scratching post. What more does a cat lover need? Destroyed House of Tomorrow camp kit. Straight out Fallout 4's settlement, that isn't it? Sanctuary. I wouldn't be surprised if that was Sanctuary that they took the image from. And then you got some consumables in your final page. Bonus page. Yeah, okay, cool. Anything in the shop that's sort of must have. I've not done any building in this game for a while. Oh yeah, might be worth mentioning to people. Oh, not that. The Fallout First has a limited trial at the moment, which is completely free. You don't get all the aspects of Fallout First, but you get some. You get the scrap box, the ammo storage box, the new aid box, the survival tent, and 10% score boost. So the aid box, the storage box, and the scrap box, get them full on all of your characters. It'll free up loads of space. And yeah, you'll thank me later. But also certain perks, like, so if you've got the aid storage box, you won't need to have your backpack mod to be the same as what it is. So do we have a backpack on? Yeah, so there you go, perfect example. We've got the chemist backpack, so 90% reduced chem weight. So if we've got all of our chems in our aid box, we don't need that on here. We can switch that to something else. We might not need the carry weight as well. We could switch that to something else because we're carrying a lot less. In addition to that, we don't need carry weight perks for like traveling pharmacy, for example. We won't need that because we're putting all of our meds into a storage box. Also, and this is obviously if you're using Fallout First, if you empty everything into your aid box and then go out on an adventure, you can see how many aid items you gather on a regular random encounter. You know, if you go and complete 5 events, you can understand exactly how many meds you're getting from that, and that'll help you determine how many you really need. If you go out and every time you go out you end up dying a lot, then you need to take some with you. If you go out and you always come back with 30 or 40 stim packs and so on, then you know that you don't have to pick them all up when you're looting. So that's quite useful to know as well. Obviously our perks are very limited because we don't need it in our private world. We need like things like hacker for the dailies and weeklies, science because we're using a science-based weapon, more hacker stuff because yeah, we're still hacking. This one I put on to see what components you get, because sometimes you need to scrap items to produce acid and oil, plastic, wood, steel, and so on. But sometimes it's things that you can't just bulk. So I'm not sure on fiberglass yet. I've not found something for fiberglass yet. I don't think there's an item that you can just craft and scrap for fiberglass. But what I have found, if these guys will let me, is circuits. So if you go into your your energy weapons, and you make these salvaged assaultron heads. Doesn't matter what level. Right. Let's just make a bunch of them. You don't have a nuka shine, do you? Not on me, I don't think. But then you go to destroy these salvaged assaultron heads. You get the scrap assaultron head. And if you do a bunch of those, these are just going to attack you the whole time. Oh, no, I don't want to scrap that. Don't jump to the top. It's just... That one. And then when you come to scrap your assaultron heads, you get your circuits. So that will help you with your circuit. It also helps with your screws, but that helps you circuits, and that's a really useful weekly or daily challenge. I'll have a look when these ghouls stop ghouling, which will be never, because they're just constantly ghouling. It's night time. Your nuka shine, eh? Do you want a nuka shine? Is that what you're after? Kids these days and their drinks. No, I do not. Unless it's called vintage. It is. I've got a vintage nuka shine. Do you need a vintage one? Do you have a vintage one? Go check on V. You might have vintage ones. You might just be looking in the wrong place. So yeah, I've basically put myself in a position where we've played this game for so long, we know it so well, we've done everything umpteen times, that I basically play it on this mode because I've earned the right to. So selling Mothman eggs and producing acid and killing cult, you know, we know all this stuff. We know it inside and outside and upside and downside and in out, downside and all the rest of its sides. So we've given ourselves the privilege of having this world set up so we can craft things for nothing. No materials required. We're invincible. We've got infinite ammo. So we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Because we've earned the right. But if you are still new to the game, or if you still want that challenge, by all means, play in adventure mode. Change the servers of your own to your own liking and so on. So yeah. Why do you need Nuka Shine anyway, Teely? What are you up to? Oh, look at these. Events. So these give you tickets that you can use on your mini game. However, if you complete the mini season, you can just get these to help you along in the season. So it might be worth doing. Complete give out candy or trick or treat completion 4 times. So that's this one. So you'd have to do both twice, I guess. And it'll change each week. Trick or treat challenge. Give out candy. Give out candy. Trick or treat. Might just be worth doing that. Just for the tickets. So you can get a bit further down that season. Yeah, it has to be done in adventure mode. I re-rolled and got a Drink a Nuka Shine in a teammate's camp. Oh, nice. You have to be on a team first. I'm a gleaming technician.
VLACKWELL waves goodbye. Bye now.
Yeah, I have text to speak on actions. And I like it. I don't mind it at all. I think it's quite funny. It's just, if you get in a popular server and people are watching your stream and spamming it, it could be annoying. But some of the pronunciation of the words is just ridiculous. I can't remember. There we go.
VLACKWELL wants to cook.
Wants to cook. It's so dark down here.
What's that noise?
Vintage.
T-Leaf 19 performs the funky Mothman.
Mothman.
BLACKWELLTV wants to go fishing.
It just adds extra entertainment value for me. I like it. There's a vintage snooker shine there if you want it. It's just on the end of the corner unit thing. I had a cat, but it's gone. It was there. Where's my cat gone? Probably scrapped it.
I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work. What was that? Guy!
T-Leaf 19 gives a communist salute.
Commies. Commies and their communist salutes.
BLACKWELLTV is feeling trapped.
What is that voice though? Just an FYI, things will attack at all times when you're at your base. They just do. It's just the way the world's set. But repairing your camp's free, so there's that. A Hunter's Ripper. Also, you can craft legendaries now, so it's not a big deal getting legendaries. What have we got? Let's roll a Soul Survivor and then see if we can do anything with it. Oh, you can't change the legendaries on it. That's a shame. And it's gone. The Icebreaker. Enemies killed with the Icebreaker leave behind a cryohazard. And the cryohazard slows enemies. I don't remember that, but okay. Take a look. What's going on over there? Bunch of wolves wolving. Are they up on the roof? And they're appealing! What the hell's turned up here now? Get out of it. So dark. It's crazy. So, if I was to get back into streaming Fallout 76 regularly, what I would do is I'd have this world separate, but then I'd have a similar world to this one where I'd up all the difficulty. Of like, so we're not invincible, and I'd make it really, really challenging. It'd be like one of the toughest worlds you could go on to tap into the survival that people want. So I was talking to a guy at work about 76, and they were like, "So, can you raid people?" And it's like, "No, not really." If you think about it, it's like everybody in the game is a friend, and we're all friends. And we all do events together, and it's all friendly, and then we all build our little bases up. And it's like, that's not really what Fallout's about. Like, if it's the end of the world, it's everyone fending for themselves, not everybody's forced into one community to kill monsters. So I get the point. It does make a lot of sense. Like, there's no sniping. There's no, like, oh, I've just been killed by a person and they've robbed me and, you know, stuff like that. There's just none of that in the game. And it's, I get it. It's been directed by where the community wants the game to go. But it's moved away from the true nature of what this, like, you go to Fallout 4 and it's just there's raiders and all types and they're all attacking everybody, and that should be in 76 still, not just, oh yeah, everyone who's human's friend. We've got settlers and raiders, and if you side with one, then you can still side with the other, it's fine. Like, what? Yeah. It's a very friendly wasteland.
When you die, can I harvest
The
you
blue screen hurts
for
my eyes.
shark?
The blue screen? What blue screen? What?
Hi there.
If the, I didn't read the other bit. If the nuka shine would hurry up and teleport me. Oh, I see.
All
Ah, I didn't read enough.
junk
I get you.
around. Was it you?
Did you know if you have sugar-free, it does everything but teleport you? So it does all the effects and gives you all the buffs, but it doesn't then teleport you across the map. Quite a good little addition. I'm going to go to the white spring, just chill there. So I'm pretty confident that we can stream Fallout 76 without any issues on our Wi-Fi connection, which is impressive. It's impressive to me anyway, because my router back in my old setup was next to my computer and it was wired. But now it's a room below. Oh, thanks, mate. I came here to chill, not to be shot at. Give it a rest. I think when I'm streaming something like Sky Sports and playing Call of Duty, there's a massive frame drop there. And lag and that kind of thing, which, yeah, not ideal. But Fallout 76 and streaming seems good. It's like the upload and the download don't actually impact each other with bandwidth, which is perfect for winning. It does mean that we have to try a little bit of Call of Duty, maybe. I don't know. Can we re-roll on that one? I don't think we can, but we can have a look. It'd be good if we could re-roll on that Cosmic Knife and get a nice, cool setup. Ooh, looks like... No, I think it'll just be the colour. The aesthetic. Okay. But it gives you limb damage, reduces to... Hang on, what? Reduces your target's damage resistance by 25% for 3 seconds. Did it always do that? Why is it now saying Cosmic Knife superheated and then it's a different weapon? Why is the title not changing? They're all Cosmic Knives now. Well, that's a bug. So I guess it's when you go into the Cosmic Knife, then everything changes to Cosmic Knife in the menu. Let me make another Cosmic Knife, just so I can see what it says. Cosmic Knife, yes. So it says those 3 things. VATS crits do 50% extra damage. Your VATS crit fills faster, and sneak damage is increased by 50%. That's what it says. So my concern is when I go into it, why does it say something different? Why does it now just say reduces target damage resistance by 25% for 3 seconds? When it should, like, the effects on it don't change. But they do change if you put the different skin on it. So it's not just a different skin, it's a mod that changes the entire attributes of the weapon. So if you want to be stealthy and stuff, you've got to go with the base one, which does a lot less damage. Because that gives you 105 and 204 extra damage. But we are in a modded world, so it might be different. It might not scale as evenly. So that's just limb damage and suppressors. So the original Cosmic Knife actually is a sneaky boy. Sneak damage increased by 50%. So if you're a sneak build, and trust me, you can have sneak builds that literally step on the toes of your enemy, and then you do a VATS crit damage for 50% extra, then a sneak damage attack for you could stack them massively. That's quite interesting. I'll have one of each. So that's the cool looking one. Can't really do stealth with that because you're a bloody beacon. And then that one's just a knife. Oh, it's a punch card machine, not a stab card machine. My bad. I don't think we've got any of that. Well, we might be able to. No, not really. Tea Leaf, do you have any more challenges you need to do today? They update in about 3 hours or so, but for now, I'm pretty sure I'm done with 76. But if you're not, then we can help you finish them off. I think I will get rid of this one. I don't think there's anything I need to take off it. I can't believe I got them both in the box there. That was insane.
Maintain situational awareness. The grounds are not secure.
Okay. Yeah, so the camera frame, I mean, there's a lot of the camera shot not focused, well, it's not on me, is it? But the other camera might be better for it. Oh, we're starting to get a light here. Zoom. It's going to impact our...
Sir?
That's just not doing anything for us at all, is it, in the daytime? Take you to the candy shop. 50 cent works there. I think we're done with Fallout 76. So we can hop out of here. Hoppage out of it. Whoosh. Right, the next test is going to be. Well, I know it's gonna struggle. I'm sure it is. It's gonna be a bit of Warzone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on Warzone, and we're gonna see if we can run OBS and Call of Duty at the same time. My guess is the frames are gonna absolutely tank, and if the programs become sort of unstable, and if we drop out of the stream, then we'll say that's probably going to be the end of the stream, because I want to stream about 3 hours, and we're at 2 hours 55, so it's a good time to do this test. So we'll jump in, we'll do a casual battle royale. We'll probably go as a team of quads, with some randoms, just to see if the game's capable of functioning. We'll have voice chat off, because Call of Duty community is not very friendly. I mean, if we can get away with Warzone playing well, then I'd say that's us being capable of playing anything. You know, Tarkov, we could stream Tarkov and we could stream other games as well. I don't know about Battlefield 6, because the newer games, I'm just a bit suspicious that, not suspicious, but I'm worried that they're not going to play too well. Right, it's going to be really loud, I'm sorry. There we go. Let's just tab out of that so it shuts up. Properties. We're not on 76 now. We're on Call of Duty. Okay, so we got that there. I need to get into the settings and turn it down. Audio. Probably about 20%. Cool. Right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and we'll be right back. Climbing out of the chat. Right, I'm back. Are we working off the pre-match lobby? We are. That's a nice little setup there for the screen. Having a camera here, it's not bad at all. Frames at 30, but we're tabbed out. We'll tab back in, it should jump to 60. 55, cool. Got battle token. Let's just do that. Surgical tools, nice. So, Chucky, this is just get XP. Get XP, complete this, get the Spirit Pumpkin operator skin. And then this one's collect tapes. And then when you collect the tapes, you can redeem them to get whatever you want. I don't know if there's anything you want, but if you get them all, you get this cool skin. That one. Okay, let's just run it. So, just to preempt it, if we do disconnect, it'll be the end of the stream. So we'll see how it runs and we'll go from there. All right, so if you did stop by today, appreciate you coming by and saying, hey, if you've got any feedback for the stream, you know, if you want to see things change, if you want things to be a bit different, whatever, then let me know. If you think you've got ideas for camera angles and color schemes and stuff like that, well, probably not color schemes, but just ideas, then let me know. Drop it in Discord. I'll slap that into chat. Discord, is that a thing? Does that work? It does. There we go. Right, Battle Royale casual. We're going to go quads. I'm going to see how we get on. I've got the Abyss weapon skins now, which is quite nice. But I'm also rocking this Kar 98. It's just very satisfying to kill people with. So it's my own personal favourite at the moment. It's got the thermal SZ optic on it. It's quite nice. I'll jump on for a game of Warzone. Got time for a game. Oh, nice. I could wait. I could wait. Big stretches and yawns. Don't push that off for now. Just on the idea that, you know, if your camera, if your mic's not set up according to stream whatever's and background noise, or you don't want to be on voice chat, then you let me know. If you obviously do want to be on voice chat, then we can get that set up for next time. It's absolutely fine. Here he is, look! Billbot Hompo! You've capitalised the wrong letter, man. It needs to be the H. Billbot Hompo. Kids getting ready for a Halloween party. Aw. Wish I had friends. There you go, I'll send you an invite. It is a bit manic. Yeah, that's fair. Nice. Right, we're doing casual, alright, so don't get too frisky. But I do expect a win. We're getting a t-shirt made up. Well, I've not finalised the design yet, but I have got a caption for it. And as you'll find if you play Call of Duty, especially if you play Warzone, you're always outnumbered, but you're never outgunned, right? And that's obviously a Prodigy title as well for an album. And that's the case. Like if you 1v1, you typically get the win, but it's always there's an extra guy somewhere who's just shooting you. Like you can't shoot two angles at once if you're one person, unfortunately. So you're always outnumbered, but you're never outgunned. You perform better than them, but they've always got more people. And that's the downfall of Warzone from my perspective. You never get a team of 4 who are all working together, because if you do, you win. It's straightforward, that. So, with what you guys were saying last week about this now being a goon cave, which I didn't appreciate, we're taking that phrase and we're turning it into always outnumbered, never outgooned. And we're making that into a t-shirt. So, maybe a t-shirt, maybe merch, maybe a sticker. I don't know. If it was a sticker, would you trust the adhesive on it? I'm not sure. But yeah, so we're making that into some kind of merch at some point. Do I just see Rick Grimes? I can't get that skin anymore. I want the Daryl skin. You can't get it. It's gone. And my Terminator skin doesn't work either anymore. I can only casuals these days. Yeah, it's best for it. Instead of it being called casuals, they might as well rename it the non-cheaties. Because if you play ranked, it's full of cheaters. And if you play normal, it's full of cheaters. And rarely do you get cheaters in casuals. Coral. And if you think that I'm talking shit when I say that about that game, think about why in the next Call of Duty you need to adjust your BIOS settings just to play it, just to ensure you're not cheating. They don't do that if you don't need to. They're not doing it just for security purposes. They're doing it because they know that their game's full of cheaters. And they have employees and interns who sell the cheats to the hacker market. That was awful. Because, well, why not? Basically.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Oh, 2 missed potatoes. Nice.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the
Well, this
war
game
zone.
could be a laggy mess, so bear that in mind. Oh yeah, hit the shot when it doesn't count. Doesn't it just have less SBMM and half bots? It's got a lot of bots, yes. I don't know about the rest. It's got bots, and that's good. Because it means that you don't just get shredded the first encounter. You actually get some good loot. You've got a chance of getting your loadouts and stuff. Which is lovely. Where we're landing. You can ping it if you want. We'll make a decision. Yellow's gone there. Let's go there. Okay.
Got a contract here. Buy station. Right
Fucking
here.
hell. Hey,
Enemy soldier incoming.
that's Andrew Lincoln saying that. No, I'm doing that. No, oh no, we're going over this way. Okay, okay, fine. Everyone's pinged that one. Let's do that one. I can't believe it, Andrew. Rick actually speak. Oh, I missed it. I missed the opportunity to get that. I want Daryl Dixon. That'd have been so good. I want it to come back, but he's not going to.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
There is a chance that Daryl Dixon comes back with the offshoot, you know, the spin-off shows. Someone's dropping in on this. Right, you are pink. Okay. What the fuck am I hearing? Yeah, it's lag, but the lag's not as... It's not much different to what I normally get when I play this game. I think for competitive games, though, it would be best suited to have a hardwired connection. So I'll have to price up an Ethernet cable anyway. Yeah, Craig C. Billbot, you've got to be pinging everything, man. I just want to hear Andrew Lincoln talking. Coral, here's some ammo.
Got a weapon over here.
Yeah, man. That's so cool.
Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining them will speed up the process.
Oh, that's what that is. It's a cassette thing. There's a Merrick there.
Marking weapon.
We got walkers or whatever. No, mate, they're crisps. Imagine The Walking Dead, but it is all crisps instead of zombies. Carl, the cheese and onion are getting us.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information.
Laurie's been killed by a ready salted.
Got it.
Goddamn walkers. This skin was free too. Motherfucker. I guess it was when I wasn't playing the game.
Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
I'm pretty confident I don't have any Walking Dead skins because Michonne was in a bundle. I know that.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Loading, nice. All these good guns you're just leaving behind. Yeah.
Found a contract.
What's that? That's just sniper. Bilbo, have you got the resonator yet? I don't know if you can still get it now. Might be gone. Oh, he did. Someone's shooting up this way. The what? Sorry? The resonator. I think it's called like the Resonator X52. He's hiding behind a tree because he's talking. Like, he's chatting.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
I'll show you at the next loading. Oh, I've got this, by the way. This fucking thing right here. It's got 2 barrels on it now. They put an extra barrel on it. The GPR. Shit, someone's shooting us. Murdered. Murdered. The resonator is basically some fucking weird laser gun thing. It's crazy looking. It doesn't belong in Call of Duty, but at this point in the cycle of the game, yeah, they're putting anything they want in. Like a chainsaw as a melee weapon. Slam.
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Damn it, I missed my revolver.
I missed my revolver. Lol. I'm gonna push that corner, surely. I'm gonna shoot you in the leg. No, no.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Oh, he did. Oh, missed a shot. There's another one up there. So he's gonna get res of me. Now, either there's a second person up there, or there was some weird, ominous fog that went past that doorway. Well, he's going up to find out.
Your objective's simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
Is there another?
Heads up. An enemy squad marks you
I
as
guess I'm just
bounty
talking a
target.
load of shit. I'm gonna push that loading.
Mark and loot. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe
Show you
zone.
this resonator.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
Do that again. See what fucking happened.
There you go. Enjoy that. I've got 2 weapons, so I don't need it back if you want to try and kill some people with it. I don't know what the fuck it's meant to be. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, it's an MP5. It's just like, some mad fucking whatever. No buy station up here now, is there? Looking for a Gussie mask. There's a battery nearby.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them. You've got gas moving in.
You have to go up the stairs to get on the roof here. Because fuck that shit. Alrighty.
All bounty
I
target.
missed my
KIA.
revolver.
Well done.
I didn't expect him to whinge so much. Crying about his revolver all the damn time. Looks like it's not going to be a very enjoyable final circle. I didn't even get a shot on the target there. Never mind. No price is dead. Getting the gulag. Buy station down here. No. Fucking hell. Wait, but there's one there, one there, and one there. That's trash. What horrible mapping.
Solid work evading the enemy. You're clear for now.
$62,000. There's one up in the tower, isn't there?
Eyes on.
Maybe near? Or is he dead now? Probably dead. Right, let's have a look at this buy station. Gas mask for Bilbo. UAV for me.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
Self-res. Cool.
Hostile shooter.
Shooter.
Eyes on.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO.
Okay.
Enemy deployed an advanced UAV.
So we've got green and yellow still rocking 15 grand each, and they just haven't invested it in anything.
Gas is moving in.
This is what I mean, like,
Safe zone located.
you know, if you had a 4-player who all knew what they were doing, you'd be just coasting. That guy dropping in on me, is there? Nope, he's gone. On the buy. Sent to Dubai. Nice. Anything good on you? Bit cash. Look at all that money that's been wasted. Oof.
Your squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy. Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Right, who left the helicopter here and why?
Squad mate redeploying to the AO.
not have that. Thank you very much.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Hostile shooter.
There's a guy in the buy station. Not anymore. Another one though. Dead.
Radar strike standing by.
Okay. Push that a little bit. No, that man! See that? See that? Always outnumbered. Never outgooned.
Gulag is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment. Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Ugh. No fucking gear whatsoever. Great.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online. Enemy advanced UAV overhead.
Hit him with a grenade. Behind us. Good.
Gas is closing
Still
in.
one on the buy.
Take the safe zone.
At least one on the buy, actually. Fucking bunch.
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
Ratatatata. Here we've got Bilbo Knifo running around with a knife. They're all specialists, aren't they? Yeah, there's the specialist packs. Look at me, look at me. I'm the specialist now. Billbot Smoko. Green is down. Green is up. Yellow is down. Green will follow. No, yellow's up. It's going to get busy up there. 3 on the buy. And 1 to the right. One on the right's pushing. he's behind you. What the fuck? I was parachuting in. I see. That's not ended well, is it? That's not ended well at all. If I just hold my mouse and keyboard, it looks like I'm playing. So it says spectating right there, though. We are watching Bilbo in action. He's got smoke grenade, 2 grenades, precision airstrike. He's using a Kilo 141 at the moment. Specialist perk right here, taking on gold all the time. Bloody tempered. Ugh. But he's also tempered, so it's a level playing field. It's up against snipers and all sorts at the moment. There's a team of them in there, so he can knock them. But there's got to be someone in there to res them all. Which will be problematic. He's throwing the nade. Oh, it's not gone in the window. But he's bottom floor. He sees all the equipment, sees all the blast mines. He doesn't want to go in there because of all the blast mines. Fucking hell. I thought he was going in. If he's got a hacker, he can turn them all against him. So he could hack them mines. And he brought me back? Oh, fucking hell. I better play them. God. I was enjoying that. Don't be dead, though. Right, I'm just on the roof of the pistol. Let's hope it works.
No soldiers behind. Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, it's got a kill. Ah! My penis. It's fizzing.
You're in the top 3. Don't let them fall. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Bilbo's still alive. Good. Love that. Good. He's dead. We can move up. Oh, I hear his shots. What the fuck are we going with? Let's go with that one. Up there. No. I'm hearing shots, but I don't know where the fuck they're coming from.
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
Circle burning, be careful. Okay, it moves, sweet. It's funny, the amount of bullets that he shot and the amount of bullets that actually hit me doesn't seem to be familiar. It doesn't seem to be like the right number there. Made me look like a right shit player there. Oh well.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
We're back with Bilbo. Another specialist. Another specialist. Fucking hell. Throwing up 360 jazz hands. Yellow's got into a position there that's not really helpful. You can't get in that building from there. Tracker perk activated. Squished. And that's how Bilbo wins the game. Get dead on the stairs, you grunt. Quick look at his booty. I see that. I see that. I don't miss anything. Apart from my shots. Apart from my shots. I think it's the perfect amount of bullets. It's the perfect amount, yes. Hey Tess, how's it going? Little girly pop is back from town, so I better head off. Alrighty, also changed the game on Twitch. We're finishing off now, so it's fine. It's testing. We are playing Warzone and Fallout 76, but we're testing. We're just chatting and we're testing. That's what we're doing. So, Rick Grimes, Gatos Prime, Raisin, and Blackwell! Yes! That's my first ever win on Warzone. No, it's not. It's not. I've won loads. I keep sending my brother and his son screenshots of the helicopter flying away. Don't look at that, though. Oh, 10. 10. I'm going to say that it's because we're also streaming, so it impacts somehow. Jump out of there. Bilbo, thanks for the gameplay, I suppose, on that one. But we are just finishing off. We've done 3.5 hours. They were shoe claps. But yeah. So that's another week of streaming in the bag. Thank everybody for watching. I stream once a week, so it's not like how many streams have I missed? You've missed well, one. We started last week. This is our second stream back. But yeah, we're going to be doing Saturday mornings, UK time. So yeah. I hope you're doing well, Tess. I hope you're doing well, Bilbo, T-Leaf, everyone else who's been here today. Appreciate you all being here. I'm going to go cook some chicken now because I'm hungry. And football's on. And the current scores, for those people who want to know the football scores, are as follows. There's not many games on today, but yeah, there are a handful. Chelsea 0, Sunderland 3. Newcastle 0, Fulham 2. And that's all that's being played currently in the Premier League. If we look further down the leagues, we see that Millwall are currently 0-0 with Leicester. And if we scroll a bit further, we'll see that Accrington lost to Fleetwood 2-1 in the end, unfortunately. If you did hear those Premier League scores, then you know that I made them up. And it's actually 2. No, there's not even a 2 been scored yet. Chelsea is actually 1-1 with Sunderland, and Newcastle's currently beating Fulham 1-0. I made them up for fun. There we go. Right, I'm jumping out of that game. But it's good to know that we managed the game without needing an Ethernet cable. So that's our test complete on that one, I'd say. Where's chat gone? That's the YouTube chat's empty, which is good. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's nice to be seen. Nice of you to swing by as well. Enjoy food. Oh, well, it's going to be firecracker chicken. And, I'm going to do sweet potato wedges. And I'm going to do a tin of baked beans. I've moved house, if you didn't realise. This is my new room for streaming. And it's a mess over there. But I have shown it a few times. I'm not going to show it now. I have shown it a few times. This stream, it should be out on the internet because there's no music stopping it from being out there. I'm going to buy some new light bulbs for that wall there. And then I still need furniture. I still need quite a bit of furniture. So, yeah. And then, move on from there. This is to measure the light bulbs. And I've got some homework. My homework is to measure and confirm the RGB light bulbs, install new monitor stand, browse Halloween outfits, do some audio testing to see if we're good with that, or if we can make it louder, or to make it balanced with the games and stuff. Crop the camera and placement decisions for this camera and the other camera, which is this one. You can see some of the clutter there. Build OBS scenes, so we're going to probably get rid of all the hexagons and stuff. I'm just going to strip it right back, have the basics. And then send Tea Leaf some images, so logos and stuff, because Tea Leaf's controlling our TikTok now. And then measure and price an Ethernet cable up, which I think will be useful for us anyway for drop frames and stuff in competitive games. But I think we can do stuff like Fallout without it. But yeah, it'd be good to have it. So there you go. That's end of the stream. If you did like it and you're not subscribed or following the channel, by all means consider it. And we'll see you on the next one. I'll see you on Discord, Instagram. Yeah, they're the only two that I put out content on. So you'll see me in Discord. And if I post it, it'll be on Instagram, YouTube and Twitch. They're for live streams and videos. So yeah. Right, I'm out of here. So see you later. Have a good one. Have a great week. See you later. Bye.